Okay, guys, this is Nemophilis, and our debut album titled The Iceberg is out everywhere on all of the streaming platforms. It was released on 2nd November. We've also put out a couple of music videos and a lot of other interesting, amazing content related to our songs. And you can dive into the album, listen to the
कुछ
songs.
तो प्यारा करो यार एंजॉय मतलब
Hi guys, welcome back to FIndie Presents Indie Revelation with Gaurav and Darryl.
Gaurav and Darryl.
Gaurav and Darryl. Finally, bro, बोल दिया इनने. So today we have with us Nemophilis and
What's up?
जोरदार तालियां हो जाए इनके लिए.
over there. ताली बजा सकते कि नहीं?
बिल्कुल बजा सकते हो यार आप लोग. So how's everything going? काफी exhausted.
हाँ कल
Let's
ही
talk about- yeah.
कल ही हम लोगों ने एक बहुत बड़ा 3 hour set play किया and उसके बाद से my voice is kind of suffering and we have muscle soreness and brain soreness, so that's what's up.
आवाज तो काफी evident है.
काफी evident है.
काफी evident. सुरीला है लड़का वैसे.
Yeah. My voice is not usually this deep as I just told you. It's usually an octave higher than this, but abhi
But it's a good thing, no? It's
yeah.
See, we had a performance, so this is the reason. Proof है वो.
Proof है.
Living proof.
Battle scars,
Nothing,
bro.
nothing.
Battle
Yeah,
scars.
yeah,
वो
yeah.
जरूरी नहीं है बाहरी हो.
कल lesson मिल गया. We are never gonna do that shit again.
Yeah, dude,
3 hours,
is too much.
man.
It's too much. It's
We
too
had a
much.
word about it before the gig also.
We
Like,
didn't. I personally didn't anticipate this much, but 3 hours is too much. After like 2.5 to 2:20, you'll start
समझ में आ
feeling
गया
like,
था.
dude, we still have like 7-8 songs to go, and I'm almost done.
Yeah.
I
And just
remember-
talk about going on the stage after having a couple of beers, then you don't even get to pee for 3 hours. So that
Oh,
really sucks.
वो
Like,
reason
that is a
था
problem,
क्या?
bro.
वो reason था क्या?
अच्छा तो पर उसका कुछ रेज आया of not peeing.
I was just uncomfortable for some time, but then I found that window where I could
I have the
just
same
rush.
thing right now as well, but it's fine.
Do you want to
चलेगा
leave?
यार.
But I
Yeah,
hope you
that's
guys
okay.
are liking the setup, जुगाड़. As
बहुत सही है, बहुत सही. Like you guys are fucking.
we didn't pay them guys, तो ये लोग सच बोल रहे हैं. मजाक नहीं
It's a
कर
pretty
रहा हूँ.
good studio. Amazing. Sounds amazing.
guys.
I think. Yeah.
Thank you, man.
It's great.
I
We
hope
had to do that. Yeah, I mean, to get you guys to come over here after a show that you had last night,
Yeah.
we had to at least
And, yeah.
give a little bit from our side.
like we want to thank you for that, guys. Like हम लोग तो सोच रहे थे काफी टाइम से प्लान भी था, but we understand काफी exhausted थे. And we were planning हो जाता,
Like-
but thank
like
you so
Darryl
much
said,
for coming.
let's get it done.
Let's
Yeah,
get it
yeah.
done.
Let's
Sorry,
get it
हम लोग
done.
आज कैंसिल करने की बात कर रहे थे. सुबह सुबह तुम लोग को उठ के बीटी हो रही होगी
नहीं
यार.
नहीं
मैं ऐसे जिम में ऐसा कर रहा हूँ ऐसे. आकर्ष भाई का फोन आया. Bro, can we do it like next time? मैं बोला यार. I didn't reply.
मेरे को
मैं
बोला
रेज
था
में हुआ.
इनने.
मैं उठा रहा हूँ. मैं फोन उठा रहा. फिर
Same
गौरव
हुआ
मैसेज किया. Darryl भाई आज तो मैंने सब अरेंज किया. मैंने बोला गौरव okay fine. Give me
करेंगे,
1 hour.
करेंगे.
बोला let's do it. Finish it off today यार. Because-
शिवम का भी
That's what
same
even we
message
thought.
था.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Done.
Because
Finally.
you guys are in right now into that momentum.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to stop that right now. तो अभी हो रहा है gigs हो रहे हैं आपके. So I was like, come on यार, let that
वही.
momentum even follow over here into these things.
वो freshness में मजा आता है, bro.
Bro, abhi the thing, the Nemophilis that you're seeing right now is gonna be very different what you would see after 5th. उसके बाद हम लोग after the global indie thing and independence
iRock,
rock gig,
yeah,
right.
iRock के बाद हम लोग we would be much more relaxed. So the Nemophilis you would see is different than what you're seeing right now. Right now we are in that mind space and you can call that momentum, but अभी दिमाग में काफी कुछ है. Like fuck, we have to do.
So
this,
it's a good
that.
thing.
Yeah.
तो बोलते हैं ना. empty
We just
mind
gotta
is a
get
devil's
used to it
workshop.
now.
Yeah,
I
bro,
mean,
definitely.
It's
I mean-
only gonna get worse
yeah, from here.
from here.
Can't
Hopefully,
get any
Worse in a good
even
way.
I have the same
In a good
feeling.
way.
In a good way. Worse in a good way.
of course.
But I can see that you guys are doing this for a long time, and I really appreciate जो change किया scene. काफी bro, like
I
from
don't know how much we have changed. the
bar
scene,
gigs
it's
to
just that
big stages.
we are looking for opportunity for ourselves, and that's why there are opportunities for others as well.
for
Is what I
everybody
feel right now.
Definitely.
And which is what we want. We don't want one band to come out of the
Yeah.
city like that. We are just looking for a movement
Yeah.
altogether.
Something has
The
to happen.
entire city gets inspired, motivated, and we see a lot more of similar.
It is happening
bands.
right now because
That is
I hope.
the
Yeah,
mo-
yeah.
the last time when you met you guys, तो वैसे कुछ scene नहीं था. Now basically every other week someone is performing
Someone
at
is
the
performing,
socials
something is
or
happening,
high
yeah.
spirits.
It's
And
good to see now,
the good
yeah.
thing about it is bands are performing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
वो solo artist है नहीं. है वो but you guys have like broken the
But it's-
barrier kind of a
Fuck,
thing.
it never occurred to me. Right now, you're seeing it. Kind of Pune is becoming
Is
the new rock
it
capital.
is,
of
bro.
India, no?
I'll tell
Very
you.
slowly,
Pune
but
and
yeah.
Bangalore, I feel.
The money is
Pune.
coming in, bro.
Bangalore
Believe
is
it or
on the
not.
metal side. Pune is the rock
Yeah.
As he said.
Bangalore बहुत
Well said. Yeah.
Metal.
Yeah.
Bangalore is towards metal. Heavy
Yeah.
metal
So
stuff,
like
yeah.
right now, if you go to see, more rock bands are coming, more rock bands are performing. I mean, you guys have like broken the barrier. Like, यार हो सकता है कर लो यार आप. तो
And doing the wide spectrum of sound.
I mean, we're just trying to tell people, or rather educate people, that it is possible. It's just about putting in
It's
enough
just
work.
about doing it.
Yeah, and consistency is the key, I would say.
Yeah, that is the
here.
thing that I noticed about you guys.
Yeah.
You have not stopped. Like
don't
before
intend to.
lockdown, it was okayish.
Yeah.
You all were we could see like confused as like जैसे सब bands है. Even you guys were confused. But after the lockdown, the moment you came back, it's like consistent. Do gigs, do gigs, do gigs, do gigs. बाकी कुछ नहीं यार.
Yeah, we kind of जैसे lockdown लगा था यार, everybody was seeing it as like, I mean, we are privileged to say this, of course, because हमारे basic necessities were covered.
Yeah.
But yeah, like once that was covered, हमें मतलब we could see it as an opportunity या फिर like a like you know something that would be like fuck क्या हो गया यार type से. So we were like एक काम करते हैं, let's घर पे ही पड़े हुए हैं तो
Utilize.
हाँ utilize करते हैं जितना हो
Keep
सके.
the most out of
मैंने
that
तो
time.
face
Basically,
किया है
the
भाई.
pandemic was an opportunity as well. बहुत लोगों के लिए. Because it changed the
Yeah,
perception.
It gave you time to think about
Exactly.
anything what you want to.
Like vision in your life. Like what are we doing right now? Yeah. Like if this is not what am I without that.
But then yeah, at the same time, privilege played a very important
I
role.
don't want
For
to
the
offend
people,
people
yeah,
जो लोग
exactly.
कोई वो है यार, like
People
it was a
went to
horrible
it,
a
it, it was a traumatic experience as well. But subconsciously there was other things where you could profit from that. जो आपने किया है वो.
Yeah,
So it's a good thing. I mean, at the moment we share the negative parts, it's also important to share
Silver
the
lining.
positive
Yeah.
parts
Yeah,
as well.
bro.
Silver
And so
Negative
like
and
this is the outcome from that.
Yes.
Which
Definitely.
I would say is a really, really, really good and amazing thing, man. So,
Time
like
is-
basically, I personally have a band, so I am looking at
Purple
you
patch.
guys.
Purple
Purple
patch.
patch.
Wait, for
Yeah.
people who do not know, let us just inform, our roommate is your band's drummer.
Yeah, Shubham.
So
Shubham.
everybody is like, it's a
Connected
very,
in a way.
yeah, it's a very tight
Mutual.
circle.
Yeah, mutually.
सब कोई हर किसी
So
से
we
related
all
है.
are trying, and like these guys, तो मैं आपसे सीख रहा हूँ, like how to be consistent. Being in a band is like the most beautiful and the most irritating thing at the same time.
Sometimes,
I mean,
definitely.
you guys could know that.
True,
Like,
true.
बता लो how it's like to stay sane
Yeah.
in being
Do
a band.
drugs.
Do drugs.
Different minds
Not
coming
said by
together.
me, please.
Different minds coming together, bro. Like bands में सबके अलग अलग
Do drugs only if you're still in the 60s or 70s.
Yes,
if you're in the 2020s,
Learn logic.
that's the last thing you would
Yeah,
do.
bro.
You're cutting him
Learn
off.
production.
He was so much into drugs. अभी conversation में उनको.
I was just trying to, save that particular
नहीं.
thing that Kshitij has just said.
I mean, you're absolutely right, यार कि अभी just playing your instrument or singing or being in a band is like barely 5-10% of what it takes to be a musician.
Exactly.
आज के time पे, I mean, like you need to be a music producer, mixing, mastering basic आनी चाहिए. थोड़ा बहुत distribution, थोड़ा बहुत video, थोड़ा planning, थोड़ा gig के लिए contact
Right.
बनाना. All those
PR,
things
marketing.
are like those are the things that make you a musician now. I mean, we wish it were the 80s जब सिर्फ हम लोग बैठ के गाने लिखते रूम में और drugs करते हैं, like we would
And the label will take care
label
of
would
everything.
yeah
Take care of
do all of
everything.
that, but unfortunately that's not a reality.
Definitely.
आजकल यार पता होना चाहिए कि ये 5150 है कि 6505 है या fucking 58 है कि 57 है. You don't need to know. That's not your job, and it's very unfair for artists. But unfortunately, that's what it
That's
is
the
required.
truth. I mean, because there'll always be that one guy
Yeah.
or like 100 people that will know all of that shit, and they'll keep progressing and put out a lot more content than you are. Would be doing a lot more other things. Self-sufficient people,
Right.
they don't have to be dependent on other things, because everybody knows right now you don't have to afford the most expensive studios to put
Yeah.
out music. You just have to spend a little bit of time and a little bit of money on the gears, and you can.
Barely any money,
Yeah,
bro.
barely
10,000 का interface है, mic दो पाँच
सब मिल
हजार
जाता
का.
है.
Laptop,
What we are
computer
doing
basics
right
सब
now.
के पास
What we
है.
are doing.
20,000
Same
of
thing.
investment and
So
good to
basically,
go.
आप बता रहे हो, you need to be a hybrid musician.
Yeah,
Everything.
Like, you need
Come
to be
businessman. You need to take care of
What
the money.
good
bro.
is your art if you can't document and put it out, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, thinking it back, मतलब अगर हम लोग अपना देखें, so had it not been the skill of, I mean, गाने काफी लोग लिखते हैं. I mean, I'm no offense to people like that way, but like अगर हम लोग को नहीं आता वो चीज़ कि खुद ही रिकॉर्ड करके मिक्स करके निकालना, भले खराब मिक्सेस थे जो भी थे,
हम लोग spend नहीं कर पाते
कुछ नहीं
उतना,
करते. So
इतने
we
time
couldn't afford, like how are we gonna generate money and then put into it, या अपने pocket से चले, we don't have the money. So वहीं पे dream would have been squashed right then and there.
Definitely.
Right, so वो चीज़ इसीलिए facilitate हो पाई because we had that one little thing कि हम तीनों sound engineers हैं and we
Yeah.
all know how to do that.
Right.
If not for that one thing, तो I don't know हम क्या कर रहे होते, but that's the thing.
That is the
and
first
that's the
thing.
reason we actually got into learning all of this so that it could facilitate our own music and production of all of that.
That we figured out
never-
later, to be honest. But
No,
yeah.
That's how
that
it
was
works.
not-
That's how it works. You don't figure it out once.
For me, I was never
goes.
like, I want to be a studio guy working on other people's music and everything. Although I happened to do that for a while, but then
Same.
my intention of learning all of this was so that I can help myself with my own music
Same.
that I write in future. So if that is the idea that everybody carries around, then it makes a lot more sense and saves you a lot of money, time. It's just about putting in
Like
some
Kshitij
hours.
said that thing, dreams get squashed. So
Yeah,
actually
right
there are
there,
so
bro.
many good artists out there.
I know.
But they don't know the technical side of this
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
They don't know how to do this. They're dependent on others.
Yeah.
So it is definitely
And
important
it's
to be hybrid.
expensive to
man.
record in a
It
studio.
is very
Expensive
expensive.
plus
Daryl must know very
Yeah.
well.
I've done. Stopped doing that. So yeah, but the thing, as you said, ki, like like recording stuff and learning stuff. Okay, that's one thing. But I guess like you all three are individuals at the end of the day. Okay, like no matter how much you say we are in a band and we work together, there has to be a little bit of clashes. Like you have a different music taste, you have a different music taste, you have a different music taste.
Yeah.
So like working as a band, how do you all like filter out? Like okay, fine, yeah, let's work on this. Let's work on this. I can agree your shit and you're good. So like, how does that work?
Okay, one thing I'd say, it wouldn't exactly become a clash as much as कि वो चीज़ aid कर रही है. So we never have put a label on ourselves. I mean, people try to ask us. I mean, somebody was asking us, I don't know, कि what genre are you guys?
I was asking.
You were asking.
Yeah, I was
I'm
asking.
sorry.
Yeah, yeah.
So like still we are kind of debating about that. He's
Yeah.
saying modern rock. I'm saying pop rock. I don't know, metal भी हो गया क्योंकि with the new album coming out. So we haven't put ourselves in a box. We don't have a label telling us what to do, what you should be versus whatever. So we can do whatever we want. Next album पूरा synthwave निकाल देंगे. Fuck it, हमें क्या करना? Like,
But आपका नाम भी वही mean करता
Don't
है
you
ना bro?
think? Don't you think it's
Spectrum.
a little bit necessary? Like suppose for the normal audience, अभी suppose
Yeah.
मैं हूँ. Suppose if I listen to certain kind of music and someone comes and tells me like this is Nemophilis and they play music and I ask them, why what's their genre? So like, don't you think it's necessary?
It is.
For
It
them.
is, but I
It is,
don't think.
but
I mean,
that's how-
okay. Suppose you are coming up with a band, or suppose you are coming up to me.
Okay.
Instead of asking you like what genre you play, I'll just like listen to your song. If it's good, it's good.
And
If it's bad,
I
it's
believe
bad.
that's how new genres are created in this world.
Yeah.
True. Subgenres
Because
also.
I mean,
there
wha-
is
what's
never
wrong in
Black
giving it a
Sabbath-
try at least?
Exactly. Black Sabbath never called their music heavy metal.
Yeah, heavy
It was
metal.
the people
But
that
they are the founding members.
they were like, "Ki, how can blues music sound so evil and raw? So yeah, let's just call it heavy metal."
Plus, you can
So
capture a
that's how
wide
it
spread of
happened.
audience. Plus, you can capture. I mean, I'm really sure that it's not just one genre that you listen to. You listen to a lot of songs. I mean, there will be
Of
at least
course.
some pop songs that you like. So why not you want to make something like that as well? Maybe one song in your discography.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. I used
Yeah.
to listen to Taylor Swift. Okay, like.
Yeah.
No, I wanted to ask, like, we have a different, like your genre, we are talking
Yeah.
about this. Abhi jitne gaane hain, those are in English and all those kind of stuff. But do you think that to cater this audience in India, obviously there are people who are going to listen.
Yeah.
But don't you think like we should produce something in our like Hindi language or something? कभी plan किया है, कभी करोगे?
Actually,
Because
We're just
it
not
is
good
gonna
with
be
the
that
language.
way.
I
Yes.
personally
Yeah.
can't write lyrics in that
Sing-
language.
I can't sing
struggle.
those lyrics.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So
Because
Gaurav,
Hindi-
right now you're alone and we three are together. So
He is the same, like, he's also learning.
I'm
that way.
learning.
But it is important, I think so, like evolving with time and catering
Yeah.
to the mass. सबसे बड़ा like population है हमारा.
Right,
And obviously things are coming up.
नहीं गौरव तो बोल रहा है ना पॉपुलेशन बढ़ा है
हाँ.
तो एट द सेम टाइम बिकॉज इट्स पॉपुलेशन इज मोर even if a small number of people listen to
Exactly.
rock
Yeah.
it works
Exactly.
It works, definitely.
And
You find your
would
audience.
still have
Exactly.
more number of
People than
English
the-
speaking
Exactly.
people than a lot of
See-
countries who only speak
But
English.
relatability
and I guess
also
that's
matters.
what people are
Related- okay.
ignoring they're like India
Yeah.
है हिंदी चलेगा of course but rock सुनने
काफी
वाले
लोग कर रहे हैं हिंदी
बहुत
already, bro.
हैं.
Yeah,
काफी
like,
लोग कर
see-
रहे हैं हिंदी. It's not about that. See, I'll tell you
you
what.
just need to find that particular crowd who listens to
Right.
that
Okay.
that is the struggle
and
One
we
thing-
have so many people here. Even if you can cater like 1 or 2%, that's more than the population of
Guys,
Sweden.
पुणे में
maybe.
कितने यार मतलब
But still
आपके
I'm talking about the
your-
future.
all the
Very,
shows are
very
completely
Future.
packed
So this is what I think, Ruud, कि India is the second largest English speaking nation, right?
Yeah.
अगर हम लोग
oh
इसमें
nice
से
nice fact
is
Good.
like yeah we are
Yeah,
I mean fortunately unfortunately जो भी है अपन. So the thing is कि how come there are no English bands from our place? Like
I have done some couple of shows where people come and say in English to play some Hindi song.
all the Hindi bands have
Yeah.
English names. All the
True.
English bands have Hindi. I don't know what's going on, but my point is कि like yeah, Sweden में they can't speak English at all.
Right.
Germans English नहीं बोल पाते. Scorpions वहाँ से निकल रहे, Europe निकल रहा
सुन रहे
है,
हैं.
Ghost निकल रहा है. All the bands that you hear, almost 70-80% of them are from Scandinavia या फिर German जहाँ पे उनको English आती भी नहीं है. They are doing that. Why can't
We do it.
we do it? Because
मेरा
we're
तो
the second
personal wish, I
largest
want
country,
you-
dude.
मेरा मतलब in future I want
No,
to
we are
see
not
you
closing
guys
that
do
door.
it.
We are not closing that door.
मजा
क्या
आ
पता
जाएगा
यार
bro.
हम लोग तेलुगु में गए आगे चल के.
Probably,
But
yeah.
who knows? But we are not closing that door. But अभी with whatever we have, like मुझे हिंदी में गाना मैं जब भी
Bro,
गाता
try
हूँ
it,
हिंदी
it's
में
gonna sound crazy. मैं बता
वो
रहा हूँ.
बोलते हैं
गौरव
English
के लिए
में गा
गाना,
रहे
please,
लग रहा
अगर बाहर नहीं,
गाना
गौरव के लिए
चाहता
So
गाना.
Gaurav के लिए गाना चलो done by the
done,
end
bro,
of this
done,
year.
done, done.
But yeah, it's just like skillful limitation also because I personally like talking in Hindi is different, but then when
Singing in Hindi is
you,
different.
yeah, when you
Personal
write
choice
in
of
Hindi,
diction.
it has to be a little poetic, is what I believe. I'm not
even the
I'm not a big fan of those Hindi songs that have very plain, simple,
Right.
easygoing lyrics like a lot of
Yeah.
music nowadays. But then I'm a fan of more of the poetic,
Experimental sort of
yeah,
thing.
yeah, lyrics. You could say using a lot of incorporating a lot of Urdu words and all of those.
Exactly. Like
all of those
Nalayak
songs.
or Raman Negi.
Yeah, you could say that.
Parvaz.
But then I find it difficult to come up with such lyrics myself, which
Like
is why I
Nalayak
don't
as
choose
well.
to write in Hindi as of now.
Okay.
Maybe in future.
Yeah. So you'll need someone's help. Like अगर लिखना हो, like
Ghostwriters, yes.
Yeah.
We'll
Yeah.
hire people.
It's a true thing.
Someday.
यार,
More than that, the ideas.
True.
Yeah.
Something has to come from that side as well because
Yeah.
when we are chilling, we are listening to Alter Bridge and we are listening to Guns N' Roses and like English band. Then how come we feel that we can get an idea
In that.
which is in the line of local train or
I'm
maybe
talking
Yellow
about
Diary.
money,
So
guys.
that's one
वो
thing.
पैसा आएगा उससे.
Money,
It
yeah.
is also
अरे
important.
तो अभी भी पैसे कमा रहे हो थोड़ी ना.
वो मैं बता रहा हूँ like
कौन-
crazy
कौन-
वाला.
कहाँ- कहाँ-
N number.
Kौन?
Like
ये
obviously
pant
मैं बता
मेरी
रहा हूँ.
बोले कि
फटी
आप
हुई है
पैसे कमा
इसकी
रहे हो आप.
छोटी सी.
So obviously you guys do a lot of LP gigs, LP tributes.
Yeah.
And कल भी एक वही था. You did mixtures of different songs as well, right? Bands. Or it was
Yeah,
just
no,
LP.
nothing,
No, that's
nothing.
Just LP,
Halloween,
right?
yeah.
3 hours
Crazy.
of pure LP.
So obviously that has helped you out in a long way to understand your music as well.
Yeah, a lot. In a
That
lot
also,
of
and
aspects.
it has helped us financially also. I mean.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask
as I
because
told you-
it is important to do originals. वो आगे का है.
Yeah.
But obviously doing the covers of different bands
Yeah. Gives
is
you a head
helping out.
start.
Yeah.
Gives you that. So I'll say
Financially also, yeah.
yeah, I'll say I mean I wouldn't say it in a plain word ki, okay, what Bollywood is to other people, LP is to us, because we all came into music because of LP.
Right.
Alright. I personally was going through a tough time and LP ke words and everything. I was like, wow, somebody else is going through. Everybody, like, it means something special. It's not just, oh, जैसे मैं Bryan Adams को जानता हूँ वैसे है.
Right.
You know, LP means something very special. So आज तक I'm still listening to LP. I think I'm the biggest fan and I forever will be. So
He has the tattoo as well.
yeah, like I have a Chester
Oh, yeah.
flames on my hand. I mean I truly love them. It's not that कि हम लोग पैसे कमाने के लिए कर रहे हैं whatever. Now when this happened, like how it began was we did a show in Phoenix, Pune Phoenix. And I told these guys कि okay guys ये होगा और ऐसे ऐसे पैसे ऐसे ऐसे this thing.
First
and
gig
this
था
like-
LP का ये.
Yeah,
First
first gig. So
What was the date? Like if
And
you
that
remember
was
the
supposed to be
year.
the last gig also. First and
19th
last
March.
LP gig.
So last year,
19th
March.
We never planned on doing continuing.
First
it
and
was-
last.
Yeah,
ये plan
first and
हुआ था.
last. So that's what we did. We got off the stage, and dude, people came up to us saying, "Ki, okay, my 7-year-old son, he died. He was the biggest Linkin Park fan. If he would have been here, he would have been on that."
Why?
One guy
like
was
from
calling,
the audience, people were literally like trying
Crying.
to. Yeah, they were crying, and
Crying.
two or three people came up to me. They were like, we were on a video call with our like friend or.
Yeah, someone's family.
Somebody
Someone
related.
called his
that they were like
sister.
exactly ki
जो hospital में
me
है,
and my
dude.
sister we had a dream of watching Linkin Park once in our lives, but that couldn't happen. So today I am here and I'm just telecasting this whole thing to her, and she's watching it in the States right now, and that is like very
It's amazing.
emotional for
That's
us.
now
very heartwarming,
and
man.
suddenly it felt like, who the fuck are we? And like now this means so much to people.
Yeah.
And who are we? Ki now must people know. Fuck it. We only play
Right.
originals. We are Yeah,
that'll
like,
be
you know,
arrogant
whatever.
also.
That is very arrogant and selfish in a way. Like, this means so much to other people. It means the world to us.
Also.
Right.
So,
So there's
if
no
it's,
point of
yeah,
not
there's
doing
not
it.
doing it. So it changed my mind right then and there. Ki, okay, this is not just music. It's not like a, I don't know, Brian Adams
It's an
tribute night or
emotion,
something
man.
like that. I mean, no offense to Brian Adams. I don't know.
I
मैं
love
क्यों
Brian
घसीट रहा हूँ
Adams,
उसको
okay,
बार-बार.
yeah. I'm
But
offended.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Brian
No,
Adams.
it's fine, it's
absolutely.
fine, yeah.
So it's not like that. It's a special thing, dude. Look, people, every single show, people cry. Every show, people come up to me and they're like, hey, dude, I was jumping from the 6th floor, and this song that you sang, like right now, pushing me away, it saved me that night. That's what
Wow.
the guy said last night. And I don't even tell these guys anymore because हर gig में हो रहा है. There's never been a gig जिसमें ऐसी कोई emotional story नहीं
That was
है.
the beginning of
That is
something
keeping you
beautiful.
going, right?
Yeah, and now the financial side of it, as you're asking, it
Right.
yes aids us in that way, and it's like I mean, it's a good trade, you know. Like if we go out of our way to, I don't know, produce someone or play Bollywood gigs, or जो भी करेंगे हम लोग, उससे better we do play the
Yeah.
music that we truly love.
Yeah.
And that is getting us exactly those things that
Yeah,
all
man.
those other things would have. So, I
Because we
mean,
intend to produce a lot more music videos also, and that
Yeah.
requires money.
yes.
Recording
guys
songs and
focus
all
on
of that.
No, but
visuals.
I saw the music
Yeah.
video that you put out. It's really amazing.
Very nice.
Thank
bro.
you.
So then
Yeah.
that justifies the thing that what you said right now.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
need money to make good music.
Such
Yeah,
content.
अगर वो पैसे कमा के खुद हम लोग रख लें, then it doesn't
It
make
doesn't-
sense.
doesn't make
अगर
But
if
we
you
don't
earn,
keep
we don't
to
we don't
get
keep a
Yeah,
single rupee.
reinvest.
We invest whatever we earn back into the system,
Amazing.
and more. In fact,
And
all
more.
yeah, and more, and that's how
You should
it is
check our
justified.
Splitwise account.
No, it's fine. That's how everything works.
Yeah.
The second thing I wanted to ask is like you said doing the LP tribute because you love it.
Yeah.
So like, aren't you guys worried like that would be tagged onto us? Okay,
It has already.
this guys
It has
just
already-
play that.
Yeah.
It has.
So then how are you going to brush it off? Okay, fine. This
Yeah,
is what-
man.
We
With
don't
the
have
music.
to, but
I'd say with the
original
music.
music.
If
on
your music
2nd
is good.
November we are gonna.
Yes,
Yes,
second
sir.
November.
Yeah, yes sir.
No, if your music is truly good, I would check out a tribute band. I would check out cover artists. I do that all the time, dude. I go to the profile and do whatever. And if the music is good, I of course would listen to it.
Yeah.
Who in their right mind would be like, you know what, these guys used to play LP. Fuck them. I'm not
I
gonna
won't
listen to
listen
them.
to them.
सुनेंगे.
Even if they
मैं
have a good
originally
song.
सुनूंगा. अच्छे गाने तो मेरे को नहीं कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. I'm not gonna listen to them because they did
ऐसे boycott
tribute
नहीं
gigs.
करेगा यार कोई मतलब.
Who does
obviously.
that? I mean, some elitist musicians. I don't know. I'm just gonna say
That's
some people.
0.01%.
Should we cater for them? Should we cater?
No,
Do
bro,
they
it's
pay
for
our
the
bills? Do
no,
they
not at
pay
all.
for our music videos? No, right? So उतने कम percent लोगों के लिए why should we do
Stop
that?
doing
you know?
what we love.
Stop doing what we love.
Yeah.
And it means so much to people. Like, I mean,
I know the
it's
examples
beautiful.
that you gave.
Yeah.
It's a really beautiful thing, and I wouldn't want you all guys to stop.
Thanks.
Because
man.
it's helping someone else. So no matter whatever way that is, if it's making someone happy,
If
It's a good
if our original starts to make sense like these, we might stop.
मुझे नहीं लग रहा है रुक रहे हो अभी क्योंकि it's been a decade already, bro. You guys together as a band.
No,
2013 ना?
13 को हम दोनों मिले थे. So
Okay,
me
13
and
was-
Akarsh, yeah.
How
Band
did you
form-
guys meet then?
It was
Like,
a project
tell me
back
about
then
it.
started by him, which
Okay.
was about cover music, like putting out cover music for YouTube.
Okay.
He used to do it alone for the longest time. Then Akarsh also started playing.
These guys are from the
drums.
same place, that I know.
Same place, yeah.
So how did you meet them?
Oh, that's
अरे
a very
यार,
good
That's a
story.
story I've never not told on any interview because I love that story a lot.
That for free, guys.
Don't name names. We are not gonna name names.
Yeah,
Should we
not
do
at
it
all.
this time?
why,
we
why,
shouldn't name
do
names.
it
Again, no?
Do it.
No, whatever
name
you
dropping.
feel like.
No
no
names.
name dropping.
I mean, you can use a fake name,
Nah,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Rajesh.
Rajesh or Sunil or something like that.
कुछ भी नाम
As
डाल दो.
unreal
Sorry
as
to
it
all the
can get.
Rajesh.
And Sunil,
No.
sorry.
But yeah, so this is a true
Or
story.
Mahesh also is fine. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
fine. You can go on.
100% true. Akarsh was in Bombay. He was pursuing sound engineering.
Back
I
in-
believe. Back in 2000.
Where did you
2000
study your sound
16.
engineering?
16.
15.
15.
किधर से?
It was 15.
15.
Bro, so I was doing sound engineering from TMT, the Media Tribe. That's
Okay,
in
yeah.
Mumbai.
Okay.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. So over there, so a guy who had a bunch of songs and apparently a band also. But
No,
he was the only guy in the band
Oh,
at
yeah,
that
yeah, he was the only
particular time. But then he had just
Guy
recently
named
released X.
Rajesh.
Yeah, Rajesh. So Rajesh had written a couple of really nice songs, bro, and he had put all of them out
Yeah,
as an
yeah,
EP, and I think Akarsh was the first one to check it out of all the three of us. and he asked.
Wait, no. Wait. He
I believe Kshitij.
That guy befriended us. That's the thing. He met me first. सबसे दोस्ती किया. So he did not approach him as a drummer directly. He थोड़ा दोस्ती बनाया. Like same goes for me and same goes for everyone. And that's what he did. He was like, okay, we are getting a gig in this place.
Yeah.
Again,
In Bombay.
In Bombay. We can't pay you. We can't pay you for your travel or
Exposure.
stay. But exposure currency mein,
But I'm
that's
gonna
it's a
give
very
you
good
a
venue.
video.
I can't name that place, but yeah, we're gonna give you a full like 3-angle video and audio.
Multicam
and
setup पूरा.
उस टाइम पे हमें कुछ पता ही नहीं था. Like,
हाँ,
20
और हम लोग
like-
के आज तक के कोई लाइव परफॉर्मेंस का
था
अच्छा
ही
कुछ
नहीं.
डॉक्यूमेंटेशन था ही नहीं, तो वी वर लाइक कि ओके मैन,
पहला मिल जाएगा,
sounds
बढ़िया.
good.
Yeah.
तो yeah, that's how these
So
two
guys,
got on
that's how
board.
everything starts.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we basically got
Exposure money,
we got session musician जैसे hire हुए हम लोग.
Yes.
Him for drums, him for bass, and me for vocals. And
Yeah.
वो guitars पे रहेगा.
And I was living in Pune. Kshitij was still in Bhilai, I think.
Yeah.
Akash was the only person in Mumbai, so we just met for one jam, I think, before the show.
One jam.
And we performed the show. And the guy ghosted us after that, right after that show.
तुरंत गायब bro.
वीडियो
And-
मिला नहीं मिला.
नहीं bro,
कुछ
वो
नहीं
तो ghost
bro.
कर दिया.
Yeah, let them finish. हाँ.
Ghosted. तुरंत ghost कर दिया. And then he.
कुछ भी नहीं.
And then I kind of accused him and he, bro, are you trying to ghost us? Are you because the reasons that you're giving are very lame. कि pen drive इधर छूट गई, hard disk उधर रह गई, hard disk इधर इसलिए pen drive इधर. कुछ भी बोल रहा है. And I was like कि what is he talking about? And he's like, हाँ, are you crazy bro? And बोल रहे कि मैं बोला क्या? तभी समझ में आया कि अच्छा ठीक है कुछ
बना
scene है
दिया
bro.
इसने.
So वहाँ से हम लोग already.
He was just not willing to. Maybe, I don't
Yeah,
know.
he was
still
not
has
saying
those
that. I
videos.
mean, you can just
And he has
really
never
say that and
really
get
put it
off
out
now.
also.
Please give them those videos.
हाँ
yeah.
भाई दे दो यार.
2015 के.
राजेश
दे दो
मत
भाई,
कर यार
राजेश.
ऐसा.
Rajesh, please. Yeah.
So yeah, that's what happened, and certain turn of events happened, stars aligned. Or so he came to Pune for teaching drums in a organization. He was there in CMedu. No, what's C नहीं?
No,
Grace
I
Park.
was working. Yeah, I was
He was
working
in Grace
at Grace
Park,
Park.
sorry,
over
and
there
I
at that
came
time.
here for something else. Like एकदम कुछ भी, and we got to know कि ऐसे तीनों एक ही city में.
Yeah.
तो we called him up. मैं और Akarsh, we were living together. And I was like, okay, चलो इसको
So
phone
I can
लगाते हैं.
imagine you calling. भाई
Band बनाते हैं.
बैंड बनाते हैं. वो
और
scene-
मैंने बोला
No, no,
नहीं
we
bro,
came from, भाई,
not
याद है क्या?
interested.
Yeah,
भाई, याद है
वो
क्या?
वो पता है याद है क्या वो? Let's come and बात करते हैं
सौरभ
उसके
के ऊपर
ऊपर.
बना
बना
दिया
दिया
बैंड
क्या?
बनाने के लिए.
हाँ.
Do you still play bass, bro? I mean, remember we played.
Yeah, because
okay, yeah.
so I started playing. I happened to play bass. I was never really
he
a
still
bass
doesn't
player.
call himself a bassist.
Yeah, exactly. So I
So you're a
did not
guitarist.
play bass by choice. I just played by chance, and that's how I got into. So in college, in my college also, a couple of my batchmates, they were all incredible guitar players, drummers, vocalists, and I was a relatively less of a guitar player, drummer, and a vocalist. So I just chose to pick up the bass because that's
No.
just the easiest thing to do in a rock
It's not
band.
easy, okay? It's you need to have थोड़ा बहुत.
Yeah, no, it's
I know,
Bro, मेरे को
I
मस्त
understand
लगता है
right
bassist का
now.
stance जो रहता है.
Exactly. I mean उसको निकाल दो तो भाई.
Backing tracks.
But yeah, I just happened to play by chance. So that's how. So Akarsh was like, are you still playing bass? I mean, were you even doing it seriously in the first place? And I was like,
हाँ,
I'm
bass
not
रखा है मेरे पास
sure.
बोलता
हाँ,
है.
but I just had it lying around. I was not into playing bass.
अच्छा.
और नीचे I remember like फिर मैंने मिलने बोला और ग्रेस पार्क के नीचे हम लोग मिले थे वही मेडिकल शॉप
हाँ,
वो जो
हाँ,
है कौन सा चूल्हा था सब देसी
देसी
चूल्हा
चूल्हा, हाँ.
बालेवाड़ी
देसी चूल्हा था,
फाटा.
हाँ,
फाटा, yes.
वही वहीं पे एंड बोलो चल भाई ऐसा है अपन तीनों चल बैंड बनाते हैं हाँ बनाते हैं ना चल
He agreed.
एग्री नहीं बनाते हैं, मतलब
आप
like
दोनों ने
हल्के में ले रहे हैं
agree कर
सब
लिया
लोग.
था, मना
हाँ,
किया था.
हल्के में एकदम.
अरे हाँ,
पूरा.
बनाते
क्योंकि
ना,
यही
मतलब
होता है ना.
बैंड
Bands
बनते
तो
हैं,
ऐसे ही
हर
बनते
कोई,
हैं,
हाँ,
हाँ.
सब बैंड.
बस
पहले
कॉलेज
jam
में भी
करते
मेरा
हैं,
ऐसे ही
पहले
बना
jam
था.
करते हैं, बैठते हैं,
Exactly,
देखते हैं क्या
but
होता है.
the moment I heard that first song that he sent me, that was today, that is like our first release ever as a band.
Uh-huh.
Then I was like, okay, now I think we are on to something serious, and if this is the kind of music he's gonna be writing, or rather we're gonna be writing in future as a band, then I am dead as serious for this project. So that's how, because up until then there's just the regular ideology of people maybe in this city or in the country कि band बनाते हैं तो हाँ ठीक है, एक दिन बैठे दारू पीने रात में सोच लिए बैंड बनाते हैं, अगले दिन फिर बैठ रहे हैं और फिर सोच रहे हैं बैंड बनाते
What is band?
वो साइकिल ही है, वो साइकिल में
वो
loop
साइकिल है
चलता
बस.
Cycle.
सिर्फ हाँ
They
बातें
like
होती
the
है हवा
idea
में.
of being in a band.
Exact, not
They
the
don't
process.
wanna.
Struggle.
They don't like the.
तो ये बात अच्छी है यार, वीडियोस बनाने के चक्कर में आप बैंड बना दी.
बैंड बना लिया ब्रो. वीडियो नहीं मिली उसको थैंक यू बोलना राजेश को.
अरे
Rajesh, thank you
लिटरली
यार.
ब्रो, मतलब मैं
But
सच में उसको
वीडियो
बोलता हूँ
दे
कि
देना
that's-
यार उसको.
वही.
हाँ. So it's a really amazing story है, मतलब like going somewhere else to do something else.
Yeah, bro. And
ending
then
up-
for the longest time, we were like, "Ki, we should produce more content before we can go live." So we released a bunch of songs already before we even played together as a band. Not even once did we jam or practice up until a certain point when we had a few originals out. We then thought of some songs that we could cover as a band as well, because we all three of us liked those songs, and then we got our first gig, and then
Yeah,
we
you
got
got some gig at I don't remember the name
Rasta
of that
Cafe.
festival. Rasta
Rasta,
Cafe.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
This one,
जो
the
कि
square
नहीं हो
again.
पाया.
So yeah,
हाँ,
yeah,
so
so
नहीं हो
we
पाया.
First
that's a good
3
story about
gigs
that as
हमारे
well.
पुलिस आके रुकवा दी.
हाँ,
Does
They
it
took
was
the console, dude. They took
Both
the
loud.
console.
कंसोल से केबल खींच दिए bro. So
Bro,
we were
cops
cursed.
बहुत
We were like, dude, band वो करते हैं, disband कर
Can
दे
करते हैं यार.
हाँ,
And then we had
जहाँ
the
जा रहे
second
हैं
gig at
वो bad
HRC,
luck.
हाँ.
which also got canned because of like midway because of cops.
This was back
So
in.
I thought that's the way to go.
Yeah,
19,
and then
full
the
lockdown.
third and fourth gig, I think we played at Swig, then we played at Finch in Mumbai. It was starting to get, pick up the pace and everything, and we were happy about it. Ki we were performing
Finally
well
कुछ हो
and
गया.
everything, and then COVID happened, so we had to stop again
Yeah.
for a very long time.
See, जो आपने songs record किए वो, like वो did you do it in the studio or like घर पे ही किया आपने?
Home studio. We used to record
नहीं, आधे
drums.
studio, हाँ,
हाँ, हाँ.
आधे
We used to
vocalist
record drums, acoustic guitars, and vocals at the place where I used to work at,
Okay.
Grace Park
Yeah.
Audio.
Grace Park.
And all of the DI instruments and all of the back-end work, the mixing, mastering, and all of that used to happen at Kshitij's home studio. We used to do it together.
I think so. Then you started learning all these things later on. जैसे
The recording part of it
Yeah,
and
yeah.
mixing and everything. No,
घर
no,
पे-
we've been doing it.
अच्छा.
We were doing it for other people.
For other
That's the
people,
thing.
yeah.
कभी दिमाग में आया नहीं कि खुद के लिए.
And
I
for
remember
covers.
one thing now. Do you know Shantanu Pandey by any chance, man?
Oh, he's a
Bro,
very...
he's
Okay,
from my
wait.
hometown. That is the
Betul.
call.
What?
Yes, bro.
Wait. अच्छा, quick fact. एक second.
yeah.
The guy who assembled us, Akarsh
Oh,
on
yeah.
drums, him on bass.
He was on keyboards, bro,
Me
that day.
on vocals. He was on keyboard.
Oh,
the same
Shantanu.
day. Yeah.
Bro, shout out to Shantanu, man. Because of
Oh,
the man.
where's
like,
he then?
one
Bro,
of
he
few
just
people-
called me
Small
right
world.
before
अभी
this
जो story
podcast.
बताए उसमें शांतनु was the keyboardist, the
Yeah.
5 members. तो
So Shivam is
4
also
of
from
us-
Betul. तो हम
This-
दोनों
अरे वाह
hometown
यार.
के हैं.
Wow.
हम भी
This
MP
proves-
bro.
this
MP
proves
bro.
that we are in
MP gang.
Pune.
MP gang.
This is how Pune works. Guys, everybody knows everybody
Wow.
here, bro.
It's a beautiful thing.
Wow.
It's a beautiful
I
thing
remember
to be
I've
in
seen
Pune.
you at his place.
You
bro.
can't
वही
cheat in
building
Pune,
के पीछे.
you know,
Blue
just
and white.
because of this reason.
Blue and white building, right?
Maybe I'll come to that part later on.
तो crazy हो गया, bro.
Yeah. So
बहुत ही crazy हो गया. What does Nemophilis mean? Like,
yeah, the
how do you
meaning-
pronounce
and
it?
How
though?
do you pronounce it?
Yeah, man, we need to know that very well.
They still debate about it.
Yeah, we've gotten used to calling it Nemophilis. Sorry, Nemophilis, but it's supposed to be called Nemophilis.
Nemophilis.
Or
Because-
Nemophilis, as a lot of people call it.
Nemophilis.
But anything, man,
that's-
anything.
क्या
It does.
मतलब है
It's a
उसका?
made up word, first of all.
Yeah.
Kind of. So the full word is Nemophilist with a T at the end.
Okay.
And that means like lover of the night, haunter of the wood, or something like
I mean,
dark,
you
something
keep
like
the
that.
Person who loves nature.
मैंने
and woods
बताऊँ
and
गूगल
forests.
किया था ये तो नेमोफिलिया आया था.
अरे
I
नहीं
don't-
ब्रो, नेक्रोफिलिया नहीं
नेमोफिलिया. So उसमें बताऊँ क्या लिखा था, like dark flower with wide spectrum of colors.
Whoa.
मैंने
इतना
कहा
नहीं,
crazy.
इतना
Giving
नहीं,
you nice
इतना-
ideas for your next album, Dark Flowers.
Nice.
Something, yeah, man. So
Nice,
that was-
nice.
So that's not the thing, Gaurav.
नहीं,
But
तो-
it's pretty close to that concept.
Right,
Because
yeah.
person who loves forests, woods, haunter of woods.
बस
It's an
ती-
obsolete
मुझे
term,
उसमें
not
वो
used
लगा कि
anymore.
I was relating, like I've read few interviews obviously, थोड़े articles पढ़े मैंने, क्योंकि स्टडी करना था यार, ऐसे कुछ नहीं बोल सकता.
Thanks
तो
for that,
उसमें
bro.
ये था like you, the album, we're gonna talk about it obviously. तो but there are a wide range of sound that you guys produce. Obviously, as you said, सबके अलग-अलग thoughts हैं. You're giving something else. You're giving some other input. तीनों का combine होके the different sound that is coming out is you guys.
Yeah.
तो मुझे वही लग रहा है कि wide spectrum से you're making something out of it. जो word है nemophilia. Again, not putting कि वो उसका
Wow.
मतलब है.
Wow,
But
mind
what I
blown, dude.
related, bro.
No, it's
Google
true.
से
It's true.
समझ
You're
के.
absolutely right.
Sounds like the title of our
Next album
मजा
can
आ
be a
जाएगा.
song which is all derived words from Nemophilis. And that can be like the first song, second song.
Concept
like
album, done.
Nemophilia, Nemophilist, and
When do you
Nemophilis,
guys
all
want
the
it
like
next
track
year?
1, 2, 3.
Shout
It's a very nice, yeah. It's a very nice.
Yeah,
Gaurav
bro.
will be on the album cover.
मैं वही मैं
Yes.
Darryl, we were sitting here अभी दोपहर के
Or
time.
we can
मैंने
have
कहा,
the
"बस
faces of
देख
all
तो
the
लूं."
people who said what and then compile it to form an album art or something like
Like
that.
Beatles or
Wow.
something.
भाई
Are you
हाँ.
stoned? That's very
बता ना तू क्या बता रहा
Very
था
stoner.
कौन सा?
दोपहर में जो बात कर रहे थे हम.
दोपहर में तो हम लोग यही सोच रहे थे लाइक हमने कहा यार बात करेंगे जो है पर एक बार उनके बैंड का मतलब समझ ले तब मिला था वो वर्ड.
Yeah, so we just dropped the T out of Nemophilist.
Yes.
And
Just
पहले
so that
पहले
we can get hands on
उसके
a
पहले क्या
website.
नाम रखे थे बिफोर दैट?
Yeah.
काफी स्क्रैच होते हैं ब्रो. You cut down
अरे
names.
बस कुछ भी धर bro.
That's all
It's
him.
ऐसे एक कुछ funny नाम बताओ यार, like
जो
before
था?
Nemophilis कुछ what could have been.
क्या था?
I don't know, dude. I mean, I
He
was
was in
big.
2010.
Yeah, it was 2011, 12-ish. I was big into death metal and stuff. So it was mostly like my
Dark sounding words.
dark sounding, very dark sounding words. So like there is a band called Cannibal Corpse.
Ah.
And उसका vocalist है George Corpse Grinder Fisher. So my
Damn.
email ID to log in was KK Corpse Grinder, unfortunately. जो कि अभी भी है. If you guys just, I don't know, whoever
That
wants
sounds
to...
little
It's cool.
cop
It's
grinder.
cool, yeah. It's
समझ रहे हो ना?
So yeah, Corpse Grinder, वो मेरा तो default name जो हो रहा था YouTube पे, that was automatically becoming KK Corpse Grinder. So this project could have been fucking, I don't know, Corpse Grinder or something. But thank God नहीं हुआ. मैंने right moment पे I intervened and changed it for whatever reason.
They are laughing when that means they are happy. कि नहीं हो
Yeah,
गया.
नहीं, nobody wants
I
to
would
be a
have loved
part.
it.
I mean, we can't release ballads under
Yeah,
Corpse
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 Grinder,
Grinder.
is
Grinder.
what I
That's
feel.
very oxymoron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe you could just, as you said.
I don't
It's
know.
been it's never been done.
We
Who
heard
knows?
this very sweet ballad by the band called Corpse Grinder. I'll think about it.
It's a love song about
Corpse.
Corpse.
Grinding corpses.
So yeah, it's fine.
Crazy, bro.
And yeah, I'll come back to the album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Want to talk about it.
thematically, how did you guys go through the lyrics? Like, how did you decide? Okay, fine, this is what you're going to keep the theme of the lyrics.
Mike Shinoda and Chester Bennington wrote it for us.
No, so
Did he really?
What are we expecting in the album though?
okay, so the new album, first of all, the new album is gonna be out by, I think,
Yeah.
when this drops
This
out.
is your
on-
camera now.
It's out.
Okay, that's
already,
That's the
guys.
camera.
The
It's
album is
already out now.
Right.
The album is gonna be dropping. Agar future tense hai, it's gonna be on 2nd November,
Yeah.
and the album is titled The Iceberg. And thematically, what is happening is it's kind of like a slight departure from
Okay.
our previous sound and identities. See, we were kind of searching for a sound abhi tak, right?
Right.
It like if you hear
still
all the
are, but yeah,
we
somewhat.
still are, but abhi tak if you hear from the first release to the 10th release,
Yeah,
to
we just
singles
did
the-
what we knew how to.
Kuch bhi,
like
it's
drums,
just-
bass, guitar, vocals. That's
Bas.
all we knew at that particular point.
Yeah, we did not do anything apart from that, and
You
इसमें-
explored yourself.
Yeah, we explored ourselves, found a sound जो थोड़ा we would like more towards which will, I don't know, more relevant sound is what I
Right.
would say, and that's what we did. So from the sound perspective, and from the production and everything, it's gonna sound much more modern now, as opposed to what earlier we used to do. We kind of were trying to
Right.
sound more classic, dad rock kind of sound. अभी उससे थोड़ा depart होके we have gone into a little modern kind of
So would you
rock.
say this is mainly because a little bit of influence of the tribute bands, or
Yeah.
Is it to an
Partially,
extent?
Yeah,
partially,
partially.
partially.
But then also, with all of the technology at our disposal right now, it just makes sense to experiment with a lot of sounds because we have been producers. Kshitij has produced in a lot of other genres. I've produced hip hop for a brief time. I've produced, Akarsh used to produce some electronic music and everything. So we just thought of incorporating all of those elements
Wow.
with traditional
It's gonna
rock
be crazy then.
or modern rock
these
songwriting.
are the elements that we're going to find.
We're
in the album.
expecting.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
It's not just drums, bass, guitar, and vocals. It's a lot more. It's larger than life.
Yeah, it's
a
not gonna
grand-
cater to one audience is the
Yeah,
main thing.
yeah.
ऐसा नहीं कि सिर्फ metal heads के लिए या फिर सिर्फ rock वालों के लिए. And that's the biggest thing we want to do with our music. That's the discussion we started with here. What music and what genre.
Right.
We don't want to gatekeep rock. We don't want to gatekeep metal. ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ rock वाले ही हमारी music सुनेंगे या metal वाले या English music or whatever it is. Like we wanna incorporate everyone, dude. And with the existence of Bollywood,
Exactly.
unfortunately,
Right.
it's a David versus Goliath thing. But yeah,
But still, David wins, right?
Yeah. So I mean, that's the thing.
So, yeah.
So we want to try that out, and we want to incorporate everyone. We want our music. We believe is very accessible, and for heavy people, they'll find something. For for soft music lovers, they will also find something. It's very accessible in that way, and we want
Right.
everyone to be in it, not one thing. So yeah, that's what the album would, I think, offer the most, is like a good balance of everything.
Okay.
Melody
So are
and
you
a
guys
point.
like hyper focusing on like a particular like message to your album? कुछ है
Through-
ऐसा कुछ
through
चीज?
your album.
Lyrically, yeah, Kshitij can tell you more about that.
Lyrically, so apart from just one song which is an exception, every other song kind of focuses on the message of mental health and depression and anxiety and all of those things, because to talk about these things is still somewhat of a stigma, I think. And to put it out in a song is a much better way to say these
You like
things.
code it up.
Code it out. And the thing is, as I said, with the Linkin Park and everything that I heard, I was not going through a good time when I heard them, and to hear somebody else is also going through this was mind blowing to me.
Yeah, makes it so much better. I mean,
Yeah.
Right.
So it's
When-
like
when
you're
you
like
know there's
carrying the
somebody else.
torch like from where chest. to
Yeah,
left.
yeah. So what they did for us, we hope we could do for someone else.
Exactly.
That's the thing.
And basically, this is what I learned. Like, it's like in future, suppose if we don't be the bands we want to be, like our idols, but
Yeah.
there will be some person, a young guy, who will say like, these guys, they started something when kuch tha nahi.
Yeah.
So let me do that. And so like we are building a foundation for the.
Of course, we
upcoming-
are
coming
carrying the
generation.
torch, as you
Yes,
said.
exactly.
But we also stand on the shoulders of those who've come before us. So of course, whether that is LP or whether that is Metallica, whatever that it is, we are kind of getting something from there, and then we are interpreting it
And
in our own
that's
word.
the
and
beautiful
doing
thing
that.
about this thing.
Yeah,
Because
that's
see,
it.
no matter we know it's very rare or it's very less to do this kind of music, we are still giving all of it. मतलब जो भी कर
Yeah.
सकते हैं. Why? This shows we are the जो passion है हमारे में, the passion that we have for this music is the driving force of everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess it's a really beautiful and amazing thing. Like we're not getting anything back from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
giving
right
out
now.
We are on the iceberg.
Yeah. Iceberg.
Yeah.
So that's the
Iceberg.
name of the album, right?
Yeah, that's the name of the
Yes,
album.
sir. Must
And,
lucky in there.
And who suggested the name Iceberg?
Iceberg.
I
Kshitij
suggested,
did
and
because of a
then-
story he read.
Yeah, for a story. I mean, nahi, but like, the thing is like, a lot of things, like when we say iceberg, like most of people think, okay, ऊपर बहुत कम रहता है, like,
Right,
the
but
ice
And it's
the
more
water.
deep inside.
deeper. So it's like
It's
more
got
than
nothing to do with that.
more than meets the eye wala cheez hai, but it's not exactly about that. It's a story about a couple of people who got stranded on an iceberg, and they had no hope of I don't know, like
Returning back and
returning back.
everything.
कोई help नहीं थी, nothing for them to, like, nobody would come to save them, basically. So but they had food, shelter and everything
Yeah,
for
yeah,
well
they
over
had
a year.
supplies.
Everything, सब कुछ normal था. So they kind of wove a meaning in their existence because कुछ है ही नहीं.
Right.
So
करने के लिए.
yeah, so they made up on their own silly, like, games and
Songs.
plays and जो भी like,
Whatever, like daily life में अपन क्या करते हैं यहाँ पे अपन काम करते हैं
जो भी
बाकी
yeah,
जो भी
chill
regular
कर
shit.
yeah, that's what.
So they made up certain things to just keep them busy because there was
Without
nothing to do.
knowing, nobody's going to come to help them.
Nobody,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
They just
Maybe.
wanted to live out their life remaining jo bhi hai, just
Yeah,
enjoy.
with some
just
meaning.
keep ourselves busy
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
make up games or whatever.
See, the
things.
irony of this is, just a few months back, I had watched this video on YouTube, which was a story about this thing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I was like, that's interesting. और एक महीने के बाद आपने reel डाल दिया वो कि like the meaning of iceberg. I was like, okay, fine, the world is so small.
Oh wow. Yeah, it's
Oh my
pretty. It's a beautiful story, and that's what happened. Like that inspired me, and that kind of clicked in a way. Ki, okay, isn't that what we are doing? Like, we are also, I don't know, with the not just with the podcast, just with the music, with whatever we do in our lives, we are just trying to. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, none of these things matter, unfortunately. So we are just trying to, like,
Contribute something.
contribute something, just keep each other
Exactly.
happy, and like,
Yeah,
we're just.
We're enjoying
clueless
this,
if
bro.
that's
Like,
gonna-
Your iceberg could be your city, your
Could be
home,
Yeah,
anything,
yeah.
your country or your world or
Yeah.
whatever, but it is an iceberg.
I kind of related it in a certain way ki, as you said earlier in this, like a while ago actually, how writing in English language in India is a skeptical thing to do,
Still,
whether
little
we
bit.
should do it or not and everything. So that's how I just thought about this particular thing. Ki iceberg also relates, that entire story relates to us in this particular way. Ki we are not sure if this music, this genre of music, rock or heavy rock, modern rock, is gonna still be accepted in the country in the
Right.
near future. If the help is gonna come and all of those things, there'll be more promoters,
Oh, yeah, so
more
that's the
labels.
relation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if more labels or promoters are gonna cater to, because there was a point in India where hip hop was nothing, absolutely
2 years
nothing.
back,
But then
2-3 years back.
yeah, but
I
people
think
were
that.
still
You,
doing
like,
it.
unprecedented
Just-
speed
yeah,
mein it grew.
yeah. And then when it happened, it just happened. So we are also just hoping
Bro, it is
that
gonna
will
happen.
Till that time, we're just making up our own games, our own songs.
India
or
is gonna
whatever.
be crazy in few years. Like it's a 100-year project, obviously, जो हुआ. after independence, but you can see the change every year. There's something new coming up, and independent scene क्या boom हो रहा है bro. Again,
but then
अभी जैसे
again
बात हुआ था.
independent scene में वही है कि still people are not ready in the country. They are not ready for the heavier side of things.
No,
Yet
they are not
it's
explored,
still
I
not-
believe.
Yeah,
If
commercial.
they are explored, if there is enough documents, if there is
Yeah.
enough promotion about it, if
I'll
there
tell you,
is
like,
enough
and more
visibility
bands,
about
more
it.
bands.
More bands.
Spoon feed
yeah.
them.
Yes,
You have
because
to.
Bollywood is spoon feeding.
Because what happens in India a lot of times is people follow the trend.
Yeah,
If you
Instagram
get to
trends.
know about, if there is a hype about somebody, some artist or a band or something like
Some
that,
music person,
then you're just bound to, you just can't stop yourself from checking that out.
happened with the rap music यार. एक
It
बंदे
just
ने
did,
famous कर दिया, बाकी के like सबका style भी same है, almost music भी same
Almost.
बता सकते
It
हो.
gave more hope to the people who
It
are
is
in the
possible.
same genre. Yeah, it gave more
See,
hope
and
to the
the
people.
second
More
thing that
confidence.
you know, like distinguishes you between the normal bands is the songs that you write, which shows that you're matured enough. Is it's not about love, it's not about girls, it's about love, but in a different way.
In a
मतलब
different
वो typical चीज है नहीं भाई, like
नहीं.
how you write about a girl.
Yeah.
That was before.
That's the safest thing to write about. Everybody is
Can
Connects
relate
very
to it.
easily.
Ashiki.
और इंडिया में तो वो चलता ही रहता है.
चलते ही रहता है.
So that shows like the bravery you could say that you guys have put. Like
Yeah.
moving out from the normal stuff or like the cliched stuff.
Yeah, we are being the change we want to see. You know,
Yeah.
like that सब लोग बोलते हैं कि be the change you want to see, whatever.
yeah.
We are trying to do that. You know,
Yeah.
we want to hear music like this from other people, so we are making music like this ourselves and खुद ही सुन रहे हैं अपनी music. I don't know why, but that's
I'll
what.
tell you one
Because
thing.
you
Like,
love it, yeah. Because
Yeah, we
you
love it. We love it.
India is some sort of like India. मैंने बताऊँ क्या चीजें चलती है जो बाहर की है, right?
Yes.
So there is certain
Because there is
Chings. We
hype.
know Chings. Everyone knows Chings brand. खाने पीने वाला. So what was the strategy behind this packaging was कि मैं इंडिया का ही brand है पर उसको मैं कैसे विदेशी दिखाऊँ? How do I show it? You understand? And it looks like it is not from India. So that is what people do. अब जैसे you are saying कि we are trying our best to connect to people. And again, I'll take my word back. English में भी लिखना because they are catering to their audience. Obviously, it is going to work out eventually.
Yeah,
लोगों को
eventually.
समझ आ रहा है, उनको समझ नहीं आता जब तक वो बाहर का ना
That's
लगे.
what happens with Indian bands also. Right after they tour internationally, they do one Europe tour or anything, people will look up to them
sir.
as
That's what
they
I'm
are
talking about.
an
That's what I'm
international,
talking about. That's
amazing
absolutely
big
international
band.
artist
It
है,
doesn't
ये
matter
वो.
if they still sound good or not, but
Bloodywood
that's all.
Bloodywood
it
is a good example of that.
Bloodywood
It's truly
is
good.
a-
I really like them.
absolutely.
I absolutely
How they
love
have
them.
grown.
They have
They have
Exactly,
a
bro.
big fan following over here.
Yeah.
Like, and it
I am
just
a
happened.
fan.
Exactly.
It just happened, yeah.
Because they got
Absolutely.
international success.
Exactly.
They did a lot of things before that, man. For like 10
Struggle
years, they've been
किया
doing
उन्होंने,
it in the country. But then they couldn't reach that level because people, for people in the country, they were still like an Indian band, a local band, and all of that.
You
right?
need to
And
prove yourself in
exactly,
India.
and people would still prefer listening to all of the other international bands just for the sake of them being international. But the moment they just came back from the tour and they were
Just
playing shows
blown
in
up.
the country, people were like, "Oh my God, they've toured abroad. Now we gotta watch them." And
Yeah, dude.
people
But
made it a point
Weekender
to
is
attend
making
that.
a huge difference, I guess. And it's on Weekender.
Yeah.
No, for them, I believe Independence Rock Festival.
Yeah.
For
That was the turning
okay.
point.
That was the
For?
first place, Independence.
Independence
It was the
Rock
best show.
In
So
India.
We have seen them in a lot of different venues. And
I mean, we know them for a long time because they're into music. But now our friends talk about it because they have heard something about Independence Rock.
Right, right.
So,
So,
that was the.
How
Now
can
you are going there. यार.
wow.
So
Yeah, oh
probably,
my
like,
god, I
you
still
all be
can't
going
believe it.
For an international tour as well. I hope.
Oh my
Hoga,
god.
bro.
Hopefully, bro.
Oh my god, yeah.
By the time this video is out, we would have been.
What is the plan? Like 2024.
2024
क्या
Still
दिख
far.
रहा है?
That's 2 months still.
touring Mars.
Still,
Right
like,
now they're
still.
focused on the album.
अच्छा
फिर भी क्या plan है future? Like album के बाद obviously touring is going to happen. That's
अगले
for
album.
sure.
Bro, we'll just think about making more content like songs, videos. We'll think about more ideas of hosting shows and doing shows and like what
And also
in all the directions how we can get better with
We're
it.
It's a
also thinking of-
multi-fronted war. So सब पे ध्यान देना पड़ेगा. It's not just कि releasing songs, just releasing music videos, just doing shows or just doing whatever. It's a multi-fronted, like, you know, front पे war
इनसे
चल
इस
रहा
बारे में बात करना मुझे like he's very active in social media bro like crazy तो
Managerial mastermind.
like I'll say this जो पुराना जनरेशन था they also did their struggle ठीक है हमारी जनरेशन का struggle ये है कि we have to be everywhere you have to be your own PR you have to be your own businessman producer songwriter everything you need to learn from yourself. So how is that making a difference? Because social media presence again is very important right now. And I
So
can
right
see
now I'm just
Nemophilis.
thinking about one thing, is in whatever is catching my attention, I'll make something similar to it.
Yeah, that's very well said. True.
Yes.
Yeah, because when we are inspired to write songs, we are inspired somewhere or the other in our minds. We are thinking about a particular song or something that we've heard or a band that we're a fan of, right? So we draw inspirations from the music that we've listened to. We are just trying to apply the same strategy to all of the stuff apart from the music, like the
Social
videos,
media
like the social
presence,
media, the marketing.
marketing
Just
and
trying to research how other bigger brands or bands are doing
Yeah,
it,
whatever
and
you're
we're
like
just trying
fan
to
of or
exactly.
whoever, just
So
just
that
go
is-
check out how they're doing it. If
Yeah.
you're drawing
Right.
attention from, okay, they have written guitars like this, I'll try to copy that. Okay, drums writing like this. Okay, similar sound. Why not their
Marketing.
promotion strategies?
Marketing
now?
program.
It's all out there, everywhere.
I
How
mean,
they're
I
promoting.
Check out how is it.
once again we wish we were in the 80s
Yeah.
guys कि
Yeah.
सब कोई एक team
सब
कर
label
रहे
गाने
होगा.
बनाओ.
बस
And we
गाने
would
बनाओ,
just
drugs
chill or
करो.
whatever, but right now I mean that's not our reality, so we are doing it. Probably we'll find a label or something who gives us a great deal and they are gonna do all of these things for us, and we can just do drugs and
Music.
and music and of course music
Music
भी करेंगे of course
probably.
of course, but yeah, drugs and yeah, so that's
Injurious to
what
health.
that's why. So yeah, we wish अगर वैसा होता, but unfortunately अब खुद ही करना पड़ रहा
And
है.
yeah,
So,
Drugs after music.
like you all are saying,
दोनों.
marketing is
kidding.
important, right?
Yeah.
So how important is marketing yourselves? Like the personalities, like your style.
Dress up,
Everything is important, I
appearances.
believe.
Appeal, like,
Everything.
how do
Like yesterday's gig was a heavy.
I can't remember. I mean, I actually vividly remember the first show that we performed as a band.
Very good.
I was
That's
the
okay.
only one dressed in a black t-shirt, a torn, ripped off jeans, and a nice shoes or
Right.
something.
मैं Batman shirt
These
में था.
guys literally showed up in their gym ka jacket, workout wala shorts, और ऐसे literally bro.
Bro, he's good with that. Shorts उनको तो पीछे रहना
अरे
drum
ड्रमर
के.
यार वो शर्ट भी निकाल
I
दिया
can literally go.
But him also,
मैं
he's the
Batman shirt
frontman of the
पहना
band.
था
हाँ,
bro.
Batman
And
का
gym
t-shirt
वाला
पहना है.
jacket.
Batman
और
की shirt.
jacket ऐसे वो gym वाला वो
आपका
polyester वाला
reaction
पहन
क्या
के
था?
आया है.
भाई,
And
तू
I
जा.
was like, bro, do you really are
Did you
this
think about
less concerned
did you think
about
about
your
leaving the
appearance?
band there and there? Like, bro, this is
भाई
it.
तू ऐसे आएगा तो मैं नहीं कर
Wait,
रहा.
to my
गाने अच्छे
in
हैं.
my defense, I was like कि यार, you know what? All of those things don't matter. अगर मेरी music अच्छी है, अपने आप लोग आ जाए.
But your thought process changed.
Of course,
it matters
dude. I
now.
mean, I was young and like I mean,
Naive.
we learn naive and
Yeah.
everything. So eventually, you learn.
So fashion
things.
matters, right?
Bro,
Of
it
course,
does.
of course.
How else are you gonna stand
Yeah, smart है
out
भाई.
from
God
all
damn.
of the people that are there? When you watch a movie and everything, you look up to the actors in a certain way.
Yeah.
Also,
Right.
of course, because of their
The
acting,
acting.
but also because of their appearance. So you call them hero or heroines. Because
Because of
of a
something.
particular reason,
Because of
they
everything.
project that
How they're
particular
presenting,
thing.
yeah.
They articulate it in a certain way, right? And it's not just their acting or their voice or dialogues, delivery and everything. It's a lot of other things, the appearance, the aesthetics. So that's how, because when we are also performing, we're not just playing our songs. They can just go home and listen to our songs also, right?
You're giving
they
an
are there for a
experience.
show. They're
Giving
there
a show,
for an
man.
experience.
You are putting out a performance,
yeah.
and I mean, audio of course matters. I'm not saying you write shitty songs or whatever. Do all of the due diligence and everything. Sound like from a production perspective and everything and songwriting. But yeah, they are standing there with their eyes open.
Yeah.
And they are seeing it. So
Visualizing.
the lights, the way that you are dressed, the way that you're conducting yourself on the stage, all of those things matter. Exactly how much the music.
Everything is as much as important as
Every
Because
music.
Audio is not, complete without video.
Yeah.
And video is not complete
It's
without
audio.
audio.
It's an audio visual experience altogether.
ये हमने
And
सीखा
because
इसी medium
we are actually we have to play a lot of venues, a lot of smaller venues even now. We've played some of them in the past also, where there was stage just for the sake of it. There were barely any lights, nothing at all. So we just
Shitty monitors.
yeah. So but the only difference right now is
Auja mics.
we recently bought a couple of LED power lights and our own smoke machine that we carry with
you all are
us.
setting the bar like
And
so
DMX
high, yaar.
controllers.
Bro, I remember.
And a
Filament
controller.
gig.
मुझे शुभम बोलता है।
Multicam setup यार.
अभी-
पेड़
Exactly.
पे लगा है वहाँ GoPro आप लोग ने.
नहीं,
हाँ,
अभी
crazy था
अभी
वो.
जैम जब जाते हैं शुभम के साथ तो मैं जैम कर रहा हूँ मैं शुभम बोलता है अरे यार भाई आपको पता है नेमोफिलिस निकल आया. बोला अरे यार मत बता यार मेरे को.
हाँ यार,
उतना
सच
बजट
में.
नहीं है. तो बोलता है नहीं यार बहुत ज़रूरी है. मैं फिर घर जब आता हूँ ना जाम करते हैं. जाम तो क्या भाड़ में. मैं सोचता हूँ यार अभी जाम तो किया है. अभी नेमोफिलिस ने लाइट्स लाया है. वो दिन हम जाम कर रहे थे. ये सौरभ ने वो इंटरफेस इतना बड़ा लेके आया. मैं बोला ये क्या है भाई. ये लोगों ने इंटरफेस लिया. मैं बोला अच्छा किसके लिए. लाइव शो के लिए. मैं बोला यार इनके साथ compete करना है. और
Bro, this for this particular reason I'm telling you, our next tour is gonna be very different for every city that we're gonna go to. Of course, we have the morning time free for us, right? Afternoon, evening is sound check, and during the night there's the show.
Sure.
But in the morning we're thinking of doing these workshops because I'm a fan of teaching. I used to teach. I still do.
I love teaching, yeah, man.
He loves teaching. He loves teaching. So we're thinking of doing workshops in every cities that we go
That's
to.
beautiful.
And just telling people all
Everything.
of this fancy shit that we are doing is
Breaking
not
down your
fancy at
projects
all.
and all.
It's
It's
needed. It's
not
important.
rocket
Wow, bro,
science.
that is
It's
very
so
nice.
simple. You just have to just understand the basics of it, and then your experience and your dedication towards it, it'll just solve
And I
it.
think
So
this is
just
the
want
difference
to-
between what you want to be and where you are at right now.
Yeah.
So just
So
find it out. and
we'll
do
just try to educate more and more people about how
We-
to use those
And that is
interfaces,
very
how
good
to
thing.
use
We
these
put- we-
lights and everything.
Yeah, we don't want to gatekeep anything, dude, because
We
आज
want
के
just
time
more
पे
people to do it.
yeah, knowledge is just there, out there, right? It's just for you to go and take it. And a lot of the bands that we see, they're such good musicians. They could be so much more if they had just like what the difference that is being created is through just one piece of knowledge. कि
Yeah.
ये पता है या फिर ये नहीं पता
नहीं
है,
पता
right?
है.
So only
Zero
if
or
they
one
knew
ever.
that one little thing,
बेसिकली
they would be something
आपके
else.
शोज EQ कर रहे हो.
Yeah.
हम डायरेक्टली
fine
जा
tune.
रहे हैं. Right.
Yeah, we have to. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's the thing. Ki, like playing with backing tracks, playing with click tracks, automating whatever. All
Live
of these
sets,
things,
पूरा.
yes, live sets, sab kuch. It's not really that hard.
Because
It's-
everybody in the world, all of these other bands are still doing it. They've been
Yeah.
doing it for the past 10 years, 15
And they're
years
doing it
now.
good.
So when are we gonna start doing it?
Yeah.
Is it about the knowledge? We've got that knowledge. It's just about,
Yeah.
spreading it further.
We don't want to gatekeep any of
Yeah.
our knowledge, any of our secrets. Ki hum,
because
okay,
there are no secrets.
There are no secrets. We
So you
we
guys
just
like
put it out there.
are going to start like a small workshop
Workshop.
Yes.
Yeah.
in every
Let's
city.
see.
where you
Let's
wanna
see. That's the
perform.
plan. Let's see how we
For the
plan
next
it.
two,
and
that's
yeah.
what we're
And
gonna
I
do.
guess it is
Yeah.
going to work out, bro. Because
Let's see
people
how
want
much
to learn कि
feasible
यार
it
ये
is.
मेरा बैंड है मैं इसको सुनता हूँ
मुझे भी ऐसा करना है.
ऐसा करना
मेरा
है
sound.
तो how they are doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because see, live sound is completely different and the studio thing is completely different.
Exactly. This is a
Yeah.
fine line between knowing about live sound and knowing about studio sound and knowing about what it is like to be a touring musician.
Because basically
So-
जो normally musicians है they know the thing घर पे कैसे record करते हैं.
Exactly.
Live का नहीं
Live
पता
में नहीं
उनको.
का
होता
नहीं
है. और जो लाइव वाले होते हैं इंजीनियर्स उनको
उनको
ये
घर का नहीं
बैकएंड
पता.
नहीं पता होता है ज्यादा.
Yeah. तो like
But
you are like
musicians को
बीच
सब-
में. You're like
तू सीख
building the
भाई.
gap.
आधा
Yeah,
सीखना है
हाँ.
तो.
सीखो.
Yep, yep.
At least learn this much that you can start with
Do
your
both things.
Exactly. I mean, we are not asking you to go like I don't know side chaining
बहुत
the
महंगा
entire
है भाई.
track with kick or whatever like that advanced. उतना नहीं
Basic
करना है.
चीज़.
At least you can
Basic
start
चीज़
yourself.
करना है यार
Basic
कि
है.
मतलब like what frequencies are, what is compression, how to route like in your in-ears या backing track or click track कैसे क्या
Exactly.
routing basic चीज़ें बहुत basic
वही,
चीज़ें
और ये सारी-
and you'd be surprised a lot of people do not know these things and I mean they wanna know it it's just that I mean I've been
They
on the
just
other end
fear
as
कि
well.
it's very
I
difficult.
am still on that end.
Oh yeah, man. So I was on the other end, like, and it felt like so monumental कि अरे बाप रे इतना complicated. This is rocket
वही तो मैंने
science.
तुझे बताया ना भी like शुभम बोल रहा है. मतलब
Ableton का
वही,
इंटरफेस
वही.
देख के लोग का थोड़ा सा हो जाता है
हाँ,
off.
इसलिए Ableton
कि यार
use मत
ये
करो
कौन से
यार.
जमाने का है, but it is
Yes.
crazy, bro.
But Darryl,
So for the live
I'd
sets,
say,
I love it.
so I definitely think if we start documenting this, all of these workshops that we do, I actually have one of them documented and put up on YouTube. One I conducted in Grace Park. It was called From Studio to Stage, which is where I explained
Oh,
about.
nice name.
It's a very
Yeah.
good documentary.
You can keep
yeah,
that
like
series
whatever.
It's a
going.
workshop.
From
It's a
studio to
workshop का
stage.
पूरा thing.
the link
like,
is on
it's
top.
amazing.
क्या? You can click on
Yeah,
that.
they
Yeah,
can
yeah,
upload
yeah, put it
videos.
out.
Yeah.
So it was conducted by me and Ronak sir, the person
Yeah.
who owns Grace Park
Okay,
Audio.
yeah.
And we did like half of 1 or 2 hours ka complete thing that is there on YouTube. And it just explains about how you as a musician, if you know basics of using a DAW or a audio software, how you can take that sound and that's how you can sound live also. by using backing tracks and all of those things. And I've simplified it to an extent that it's very easy for a beginner audio engineer to understand all of those
Not a
things.
beginner's audio engineer, a musician.
A musician
Yeah,
also.
yeah.
And
A
the second
musician
thing is
also.
backing tracks to be advanced. Like people don't know what to do with their guitar tone,
Right.
where to make the guitar
Yeah.
tones, so basic cheezeं.
Patching
So
and all those things.
everything. So sab kuch we are gonna cover
Exactly.
in our workshops,
That is nice.
like as much as we can. In cram it all in 2 hours, and just after 2 hours we're just gonna take in some doubts ki whatever
Yeah.
people have, and
Mm-hmm.
do all of that, because this barrier अगर ये cross कर लें बहुत सारे लोग, dude, the scene is gonna
सही
be
में बहुत-
अचानक से
because
you guys
people
won't believe
have
it.
got great skills, bro.
Yeah.
What voices, what guitar playing skills, what drumming skills and everything.
Yeah.
But they can't put it out the way they are intended to, right?
The sound that they hear in their
In
heads
their
वो बाहर
head,
नहीं
it's
आ
not.
पा रहा है.
नहीं आ रहा है.
Yeah. And studio mates getting taken care of because the studio engineer or the producer is gonna help them with that.
Yeah.
But for live shows, the live engineer is not gonna help them with their tones, their vocal
You have to
tone,
do it
and
by
all
yourself.
of those things, because that a live engineer
He's
he
doing
just-
his job. Like
Exactly.
he's taking care of PA. I mean,
Huh.
he cannot ask you to change your guitar tone.
Yeah.
True.
Exactly, and he's not gonna sit and prepare all of those backing tracks for you, obviously.
So like you guys are planning for the workshop again.
100%.
Amazing idea.
Yeah, thanks.
But
man.
still, I want to know, like, you can talk about this as well right now on the podcast. How can someone get to the stages you are? Because bar gigs, you started with that, right? Played in places like you're doing it in Swag, obviously big stages. But how can people approach these kind
Exactly.
of venues?
What
How can
I
they do
believe
it?
is when you perform in a smaller space, there are probably 50 people watching the show, and after the night is over, apart from those 50 people, or
Stories.
actually, out of those 50 people, probably 10 are gonna remember it. And then we're gonna repost some stories. So probably some of our followers are gonna watch it. So
And 24
all in all,
hours
there
के
are
बाद
like
it's
come
gone.
on, हाँ 24 hours बाद story भी चला गया. तो all in all कितना 200 लोगों ने मुश्किल से देखा, जिसमें से 20 लोगों ने शायद register किया उस चीज को और याद रखा है. But how about we document it in like really good quality and everything and just put it out
You
on
cannot
YouTube.
achieve a good quality at once, but yeah, I mean, start doing it so that the
Yeah.
next can be better
Documentation
than
is
this.
important.
Yeah, documentation is important so that you also have something to add to your portfolio.
Yeah.
Because you can't show just your gigs poster or some
Right.
Instagram
Yeah.
stories to the next organizer and ask them for a show.
You need to keep
right?
them interested.
जो दिखता है वो
Exactly.
बिकता है.
No,
Exactly.
see, the Akarsh is also on the other side of the music business, which
Yeah.
is organizing. He is an organizer, right? So just recently
He
told
is-
me he asked profiles from couple of people
We
they've
were
been playing
supposed
for
to get a band to open for us.
yeah.
Right.
So
we
we
called
are
out.
they've been playing for 5 years, 10 years, and all they have is just mobile
recorded.
Cell
phone
phone recorded audio
videos.
of
Wo
like
bhi jam
45
room pe.
minutes of
It is
them
important
performing
to
somewhere.
document in
And I
this
was
day
like,
and age.
oh my god, like, so that's the thing. It's not that people don't want to do it. It's a barrier, as I said.
Yeah.
So वो चीज़ को कैसे cross करना, just basic information है, करो, and then we are good to go. So that's the thing. So if anybody wants to get to where we are not somewhere like that.
Still,
big.
man, you're
You
doing
are
something.
at some level.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever we are, like, I would say ki, first of all, you have to document a lot of things. Document a lot of things, nahi everything, in fact.
Everything.
There's never been a single show that we haven't
not
documented aaj tak.
Then we'll figure out what to put out, what to not to put out.
Right.
Waiting
रहने
for
दो
the
hard disk
documentary, bro. In the end, ये
In
सब
the
जाएगा ना
end,
डेटा.
yeah.
और ये भी चीज ऐसा नहीं है कि इसमें बहुत पैसा लगता है.
कुछ नहीं है,
Well,
नहीं
just
है.
do it
कि
your
नहीं यार
यार.
वीडियो बनाना है.
And
fuck,
phone
इसमें
वोन के
50,
advance हो
60,000
गए
If
हैं.
you're
Yeah,
getting even 10,000 रुपए भी यार from the gig, कोई नहीं, get a person उनको
Exactly.
two,
Rent out
या
your
कुछ
camera.
नहीं यार,
4, 5 दे
सबके
दो.
फोन कैमरास उतने केपेबल है कि एक नॉर्मल 3 एंगल पे 3 फोन कैमरास
And even if you're like looking for people who wants to document it, and suppose you are the one who got documented, so there are people who is looking for opportunities. So just reach out to them, talk to
Similarly,
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is important. जरूरी नहीं सारा काम
So
खुद
a
कर
lot of
सकते हैं. You
intern
can get
videographers and photographers that are looking to build their portfolio
Yeah, so
also.
talk
How
to them,
about you
talk to
approach
people, like,
them?
meet people.
Yeah, that's
And
what
get
we
them
did.
on board.
That's
Yeah, we
what
did
we did.
exactly that.
And हर चीज
Thanks to
document
C-Medu.
करते रहे. Shout out C-Medu, but
मैं ये कटवा दूंगा पार्ट दे.
अरे फीस बढ़ा देंगे फिर से वो.
8 लाख रुपए लिए थे.
बाप रे भाई.
So
So
एक
yeah,
बुक खरीदी 300 रुपए की, उसमें सब है भाई.
सही है. दो. But नहीं, that's what I would say. Document करना है, and then to put it out in a certain way. have like like certain identity, reach out to the right people. Don't be like कि, okay मेरे पास इतना हो जाएगा तो मैं reach out करूँगा.
Yeah.
Those people are just people like us. Just reach out to them. They will talk to
Exactly,
you,
yeah.
and that's
We'll
what
do
we
it
did.
as a
Like,
collaboration. It just takes efforts, man. Because
worst is they can say
every
no,
band,
that's it. Yeah.
exactly, because every band before the gig, they're just so busy preparing for the show, jamming for the show, and everything. It's just the last thought that is there in their head. Ki, yeah, okay, we have to take care of the promotion
it's
also.
Not about,
the
it's not about the
marketing.
main guy doing this thing. It's like maybe a drummer can do it.
Yeah,
Just
exactly.
doing the work. मतलब
Yeah.
तू कुछ कर, तू कुछ कर, तू कुछ कर.
that's
Divide करो.
exact.
ऐसे
That's the
agent से
only
नहीं
way.
होगा.
That's the only way.
नहीं तो फिर बताएगा भाई मैं ही सब कर रहा हूँ, मैं पैसा लेके जाऊंगा, तू कुछ तो कर, क्या ही कर.
अरे
No, no,
वैसे
हो
ही
गया,
होता
disband
है.
even do
होता है
it.
वहीं पे
You'll
तो.
miss out things.
Disband वैसे ही
If
होते
you're
हैं.
doing
वैसे ही
some-
होता है.
Everything, then you'll miss out on things. So, like, if the thought has come to your mind, okay, we should document it. Okay, let's do it now, right now. Like, reach out to people, just send a text to. I mean, today,
Broadcasting,
for
so
us,
many
the
things.
biggest resource is Instagram story.
Yeah.
Whatever we need, just we put up a status.
Exactly.
And
bro.
next day we have 10 people like that
New.
who wants to do with this thing.
We want a website
and then
designer.
You can, like, talk
we
to
want
people and negotiate what's our budget and
That's nice.
who's nice and who's doing it, who's willing to doing it.
Anyway, so yeah, that's to answer your question. Documentation is the one thing that we have to have. And once it is documented, don't keep it with you. Just try to put out things, put out songs, put out videos, bhale live, या फिर music
so
videos or
content
whatever.
is the king here and documenting.
Documenting and everything,
That's
and
how-
then
Content
That's how
slash video is the key.
exactly.
Video, yeah.
Nobody is gonna stop you from performing shows, bro. If you have all of those things, because
I mean, you're living
you're
proof यार,
already-
like.
मजा आता है मेरे को तो आप लोग का
because
profile
you're
मस्त है.
already above those 100 people who are probably more skillful than you, but they don't have any.
They are not proved their skills.
Why was that laugh?
no, because I know
For a
such
fact.
good people, dude. They are crazy good vocalists. They scare me. They, I mean, itne khatanak guitarist and everything, and I'm
And
like,
I'm not even a bass player, and I'm playing in this band.
That's fine,
It's-
यार. You're playing.
no,
big
so
shows.
like yeah, those people are so much more skilled than us. It scares me. Like
Yeah.
literally, I can't sleep at night thinking कि बाप रे
तो
ये
अच्छी बात है
बंदा
ना, like रोज
exist
रात को
करता है.
like नहीं कल practice.
करेंगे.
Yeah, we do that. We do that. But the thing is, see, like I faced a crossroad in my life like almost 10 years ago. So I was only a guitarist. I was not a vocalist. I'm a circumstantial vocalist क्योंकि बाकी कोई नहीं गा पा रहा था तो मुझे जबरदस्ती गवाए सब लोग, मार के. And I was like कि
अरे
ठीक है.
यार मार के.
So what happened was कि यार 2013 में I was big into guitars. Like I could have been, I don't know, like a top 20, top 50 kind of a person in my age group, at least in the guitars. And I was like, I will keep competing hard. I'll be faster than the next guy. I'll be better than the next guy. I'll just keep doing. I was in that zone. And then one day it just hit me, wait a minute, like what am I doing? अभी मैं अगर आज से 8 घंटे डेली भी प्रैक्टिस करूं अगले 10 साल, आई एम काइंड ऑफ एट अ प्लेटो, एट अ लेवल जहाँ पे प्लेटो हो जाती हैं स्किल्स. मेरा 5% का मार्जिनल डिफरेंस आएगा, राइट? हु गिव्स अ फक अबाउट दैट? हाउ अबाउट आई टेक दैट टाइम and invested into production and vocals and that, and in the long run that has paid off a lot more than guitar.
Than
Maybe
those 5% increase.
You could have been a
incremental
session guitarist or a
I
band
could have
guitarist.
been. I could have been
that's
the
thing.
But he
session
already
guitarist for.
acquired those skills to be a session guitarist.
I
But
already,
this is the nice option, bro.
Yeah,
Having
I mean,
your own band, doing the things you love.
yeah. So be conscious about whatever you are doing in that.
What do you
way.
want?
Yeah, what do you
In the
want?
end.
If you want to be a session guitarist, I mean, no
That's your
offense to
call.
people like guitarists, they can be just that. But like spread out a little bit. किया थोड़ा production देख लेते हैं, how to document it, थोड़ा video, थोड़ा like do you want to sing? चलो lead vocalist नहीं तो at least harmony सीख लेते हैं, थोड़ा ये कर लेते हैं. Stuff like that. All of those little things would much more. Those things have.
Because the less dependent you are, it's just
Exactly,
gonna help you get the content out much faster and like at a lot more cheaper.
Yeah. You don't have to like wait for someone else.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll do it myself. I
हाँ,
want to do
कि
it.
मेरे को नहीं बोलना पड़ रहा है कि हाँ यार वो मिक्स करके कब भेज रहा है. चलो,
vocalist
फिर अब
है यार, वो
मैं
तो
आगे
गा ही
कब-
नहीं रहा, वो
वो
तो
गा ही नहीं पा रहा है. इससे अच्छा
खुद ही कर लो यार.
सीख
That's just do it yourself. And Nike
Just do it.
Just do it.
do
नहीं
it.
नहीं, do it yourself.
नहीं,
That's
just
okay.
do
Just do it.
Just do it. Fuck.
Do it yourself.
Just
तो
do it
फिर उसका-
yourself. That's our thing now.
अच्छा,
Yeah,
just do it
Just do it yourself.
Yes.
Independent artists.
Yeah, like now this is done. So like let me come to like a very fun part you could say, or maybe.
Yeah, bro. थोड़ा
बहुत
मस्ती
काम की
करेंगे
बात हो गई
अभी
यार.
मस्ती करेंगे. प्यार
मुझे
व्यार क्या
बताओ
है
यार,
bro?
आप इतने gigs करते हो, ठीक है?
कुछ नहीं होता है.
लड़की,
जो आप पूछना
या.
चाह रहे हो वो कुछ नहीं होता है.
लड़की.
ऐसे नहीं है. पूछने दो मुझे. वो आएगा ना फिर क्वेश्चन भी डाल देंगे.
टाइम हो गया थोड़ा. मैं अपन
नहीं हो bro, घड़ी बंद है.
अरे यार लड़कियां मिलते हैं
लड़की
क्षितिज ही बता पाएगा वो
ओह,
तो यार।
क्षितिज।
सबको पता है वोकलिस्ट कौन है
अच्छा,
और
अच्छा,
वोकलिस्ट
अच्छा।
के साथ क्या होता है।
क्या होता है भाई, मुझे भी
क्या
बताओ,
हमें भी
मैं भी
जानना है।
वोकलिस्ट हूँ।
नहीं यार ऐसा तो कुछ भी नहीं होता है बट
ऐसे तो झूठ बोल रहा
अच्छा
है।
ठीक है ओके सो जरूरी नहीं है सबसे ज्यादा हमारे बैंड में सॉर्ट आउट इफ एनीबडी इज देयर दैट इज सौरभ
क्या
विदाउट
हंस रहे हैं भाई
इट्स
मुंह पे?
यूनिवर्सल इट्स एवरीबडी नोज इट एवरीबडी इट्स दैट it's
Sort out in what way?
sought out by the ladies that's what we would say. I mean it's not exactly
I mean, it has happened so many times that I developed enough courage to ask someone that why is this a reason that out of these three guys performing?
yeah why do you
This is the,
approach Saurabh all the
basis
time?
to pick.
Okay, so
Is
why?
that true, right?
What was the answer?
इनके ऊपर
So, like, when
ये
you
girls.
asked,
The answer so I think the answer is because he seems harmless.
you seem harmless.
Yeah, he seems
but he's the
harmless.
one jumping around, yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah, but still, like he seems harmless and approachable.
I don't see
I
you
don't know.
harmless.
I'll talk about this answer after the podcast, bro.
नहीं, but
Basis, bro.
We seem I don't know. We don't seem harmless. we
Oh my god, yeah, that's very true.
We'll cut this
actually.
off, but finger game, bro.
yeah.
Finger
man,
game.
Finger
of course,
game
of course.
on
अरे यार वो गिटारिस्ट यार टॉप 50-20 गिटारिस्ट में
भाई
से
वो
बोल रहा
पिक्चर
हूँ।
कर रहा ना
नहीं
ये
अरे तो भी
था
अरे
10
ये
साल
हाथ है ना
पहले।
भाई, ये हाथ है ना ऐसे 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 क्या
Yeah,
बोल
ये
रहा है?
कट कर
left
देंगे
hand,
भाई।
नहीं, वो तो रीजन नहीं हो
करना ही
सकता
पड़ेगा।
बट ऐसा इम्पॉसिबल है यार, मतलब
playing doesn't matter is what I feel.
एग्जैक्टली यार।
No,
Playing
practice. Keep practicing.
We are
Finger game strong करो.
Digress हो गए भाई।
Wait, what are we
Finger game
talking
strong
about?
करो.
नहीं, it works for both. It works for both.
Yeah,
Keep
yeah.
practicing.
But yeah, a lot of girls and we look kind of like a little bit like a boy band, I think, you know. So
क्यों यार ऐसे
पता नहीं, like we've been told.
तू ऐसा बताएगा तो मेरे आँख में भी बॉय बैंड।
Yeah.
Purple patch का फिर ये सोच रहे हैं.
नहीं मेरा नहीं सोचा, मैं
like
तो बात
I don't
बता
know,
रहा हूँ।
पता नहीं. We've been told by people we don't see ourselves that way. We are doing like heavy music now.
Heavy
dude.
music.
But
doesn't matter.
I didn't see you
matter.
that way.
It's-
I
We
didn't see
still
you that
can't grow beards.
yeah, I mean people
See, I
still
mean,
see us.
like
bro.
see,
Akarsh
I
can,
know,
not
even I
the
cannot.
both of us. Yeah.
People still see us as a kind of like I don't know boy band, like you know, like whatever. So yeah, that's why the girls thing
अच्छा ठीक है,
happens.
ऐसे एक कुछ एक्सपीरियंस बताओ यार, ऐसे कुछ फनी
बहुत सारे हैं यार, ये तो like
कोई gig का ही बताओ.
एक बताओ, एक कोई
कोई gig का.
Okay.
कौन सा?
सोच लो भाई, ये लोग सोच रहे हैं भाई।
बाद में बात किया भाई तूने देखा क्या?
Yeah,
Those
that
kind
is
of
the
conversations.
hot
So
topic.
for me, I won't say like it was one of the
Finch,
events that I remember
Mumbai
because
Finch.
it was the
Finch.
most.
Yeah.
No,
Mumbai
no, no.
Finch.
I'm not
Akarsh,
talking about
he's-
myself. I'm talking about his.
नहीं, we are talking about yourself. Explain, tell the Mumbai Finch experience.
नहीं, नहीं, tell me. I want to know
Yes,
that. What's
that
that?
is.
So
yes.
I don't know like for how long that chick was checking out, but I believe she didn't say anything when we were performing.
Okay.
And when we were inside, we all packed everything. We went to the car,
Yeah.
put luggage inside. I just said like I'll just come in a minute. I'll just go wash my hand. I'll just like get freshen up and come.
She was standing
That time,
outside.
yeah.
तब तक
Waiting
बहुत
for
देर
it.
से, बहुत
That
देर
time
से.
she just caught me and she started
नहीं,
saying
before
that
she
I'm
caught
coming
him,
to-
wait. वो पहले मेरे से पूछी कि वो बंदा कहाँ है. मैं बोला वो बंदा मतलब सौरभ के लिए पूछ रही होगी, तो मैं बोला कि नहीं वो अंदर है. मैं बोला आ गया ये आ
obvious
गया.
reasons,
फिर
yeah.
बोले
Shock
नहीं.
लगा था.
I was surprised that did
फिर
know that
फिर
someone
बोले
is
ये
looking for me,
नहीं
by the
दूसरा.
way.
मैं बोला दूसरा और कौन है? आकर्ष. बोले हाँ आकर्ष के लिए. ओके, आई वाज लाइक ठीक है वो आ रहा है. एंड देन ही केम एंड नाउ ही कैन टेल कि वो बेचारी
yeah.
बहुत देर से खड़ी थी in her defense. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
For a very long time.
I don't
and this
remember.
guy has the habit of right after the show is done, he'll spend another 45 minutes on the stage packing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
he's the drummer,
gears,
yaar.
everything, yes.
Drummer, of course. And this guy is always out.
Oh, yeah.
In
मेरे
the
गिटार है
crowd.
वहाँ पे. देख लेना.
Yeah. So which is why he took a lot of time, and that chick was standing for a very long time outside for him to just show up. And then we were
Then
getting
what
into
happened?
the car, I think.
Yeah,
I mean,
so
we were like 5 people in a single car.
five people नहीं 6 हो गए थे. We had to drop somebody in the railway station or
तो
something.
कैपेसिटी के ऊपर थे हम
ऊपर थे
already.
ऑलरेडी. ठीक है. एंड मैं ड्राइव करने के लिए मैं कार ऑन करके खड़ा हूँ. वो बंदी खिड़की खुली हुई है. वो आई
Can I
और
get-
आकर्ष को एक तो पहले बहुत देर से शी इज जस्ट हगिंग हिम एंड ही इज लाइक यू आर सो स्वीट दिस दैट वगैरह.
उनके
एंड
चेहरे
जब वो
पे देखो ना कितनी खुशी आ रही है. याद है.
He was
memories.
नहीं, I don't think he
irritated
was
dude.
interested.
He
Huh?
was irritated
weren't.
and agitated dude.
Yeah.
बहुत वो हो रहा था. एंड फिर जब वो जैसे तैसे कार में बैठ गए ठुस के हम लोग यार कि चलो अब जो भी है. एंड
like,
वो
मैं
खिड़की
भी.
खुलवाई और बोले मैं भी चलूंगी.
कहाँ
बोले
ले
कि
जाएंगे
dude,
bro?
हम लोग मुंबई में वी लिव इन
Wherever you
पुणे.
guys are going, I have 2 days time because it's a Saturday something. So
Yeah.
मैं भी
I can
चलूंगी.
Monday.
अड़
Wherever
गई
you
वो.
guys are going.
मैं भी चलूंगी.
And you're like कि जगह कहाँ बहन
मैं गोदी में
कहाँ
बैठ
बैठोगे?
जाऊंगी. मैं गोदी में बैठ जाऊँ
आकर्ष
इसके
के।
हाँ आकर्ष इसके हाँ
or maybe you can sit on my lap.
हाँ और मे बी यू कैन सिट ऑन माय
yeah,
लैप
that's what she said.
ये बोल दिया
खुद ही बोल रही थी
Crazy.
वो बोल रही थी
सपना ब्रो.
होली शिट
गौरव का सपना है
Dude, होगा ना तो नहीं लगेगा. मैं वही बोल रहा हूँ कि it
मर
just
जाएगी
feels
भाई.
bad. फट जाते. But yeah, that's what happened. और वो छोड़ी नहीं थी, लटक गई थी खिड़की से. And then पुलिस आ गई. And पुलिस मेरे को मतलब I was on the driver's seat.
And you guys look this way. और पुलिस का तो first
Already
instance
हाँ,
होता है.
और पकड़ ली.
Oh damn.
हाँ और वो मुझे बोल रहे चला कर. मैं बोला कि ब्रो मैं क्या करूँ, मैं गाड़ी ऑन रखा हुआ हूँ. उसको बोलो जाके.
उसको लग रहा है किडनैप तो नहीं कर रहे इसको.
हाँ वो उल्टा हो रहा है यार, वो हमें किडनैप कर रही है. फिर उसको मैडम चलो कर क्या क्या बहुत समझाया.
अभी है कांटेक्ट में टच में है
नहीं यार.
I still see her post sometimes, but yeah.
you see
not
her
really.
post
I mean, we follow each other.
Stalk, that's called
Facebook
stalking.
अभी चेंज हो गया वो अभी ये स्टॉक कर रहा है
And I don't know how much we can say in this podcast. जैसे उस बंदे को हमने भगाया, finally everybody was getting mad or fucking जो भी. ठीक है, सुबह 7 बजे.
वापस उसने कनेक्ट किया.
सुबह 7 बजे. सुबह 7 बजे
Can't
हमें
wait to hear.
सुबह 7 बजे WhatsApp पे फोटोज आती हैं हमें. That's it. And वो फोटोज
Shit, 2 दिन का
काफी
टाइम
क्या ही
ना.
फोटोज आएंगी अब.
क्या ही फोटो सुबह. बट द थिंग इज ऐसा नहीं कि वो दोपहर को उठी बढ़िया चिल की और फिर की. सुबह 7 बजे उठी वो और उसने अलार्म
या
और आप
सोई
लोग
नहीं.
गिग से कितने बजे निकले
सोई
थे?
नहीं होगी वो
सोई नहीं होगी या मे बी
गिग से हम निकल रहे होंगे 2 बजे रात को.
पर लौंडा सकता है ब्रो.
या काफी सख्त ब्रो.
फिर भी कभी कभार पोस्ट देख लेते
यार
हैं.
वो नहीं तो स्टॉक नहीं करता अभी फिर से वो
दिमाग खराब.
मैं पूरा किट पिट पैक करके आया था.
But
ट्रैवल किया
I
बॉम्बे.
respect people for.
I mean that's a sweet thing about her also like you could say I'm just covering up for everything
कवर कर रहे हैं ब्रो अभी.
But yeah,
it's my duty
That's one of the incidents that happened. और सुबह 7 बजे she sent very cool photographs.
good morning
Good morning
good
pictures.
By the way, like that's
There's
one of
another
the
story.
incident
Good morning
that happened
images.
with me. That's one and only incident happened with me.
Akarsh was
Whereas
awake.
these guys have seen many, but in every podcast and every interview, you talk about this event only.
पता नहीं दिमाग पता नहीं.
तो फिर यहाँ
पता नहीं
चेंज
दिमाग
करो
में
ना.
वही
हम तो
आती
रुके.
है.
आप
Bro,
बताओ.
actually there was one
आप
more
बताओ
another
ना फिर.
interesting incident in Bangalore.
Oh, Akarsh
Yeah.
भाई.
So there was
No, I
so
told
that was
you,
not
like,
for
it's the
anybody
only one-
specifically. That was just for the entire
I'm
group.
cringing so hard.
So there was Kshitij, me. We were supposed to play Metallica and Linkin Park tribute, which is the reason why Swami and Rishi, both of them were traveling with us. And Swami plays guitars for our Metallica set, and Rishi
Aditya, right?
does
Aditya Swaminathan. Shout out.
Crazy bro.
Yeah.
Shout out.
the best.
The best.
And Rishi, again the best rapper,
Guitarist, streamer, vocalist, everything, man,
vocalist, everything. So yeah, Rishi is a part of our Linkin Park tribute lineup. So this was in fandom right after the show. There was one girl hanging out with us for a while.
whole band
The whole band.
Wait,
Yeah,
we
one after
all
the other.
एक second, we all thought ये
Kshitij
किसी और
remembers things more than you guys
नहीं, I'm giving clarification क्योंकि
No,
वो
that's
अपने
what
से
I'm
बता रहा
telling.
है.
Yeah.
हम सबको लग रहा था वो किसी और के साथ है. मुझे
Exactly.
लग रहा था इसके साथ, इसको लग रहा था मेरे साथ.
यही हो रहा था.
ऐसे सब वो किसी के साथ नहीं थी. She's
I was
just
like,
chilling out
end
with
तक I
us.
was like कि स्वामी तेरे साथ बीच में तो स्वामी bluffed also कि हाँ this girl is with me, and then later he revealed कि नहीं मैं मजाक कर रहा था, नहीं है मेरे साथ.
मैं जानता भी नहीं उसको.
और भाई उस चक्कर में और ऋषि भी बढ़िया, उसको भी लगा किसी के साथ होगी. तो ऋषि ने अपना, जब हम सामान बाहर लेके आ रहे थे तो अपना बैकपैक उसको दे दिया. वो टांग के घूम रही है उसका बैकपैक. फिर हम कैब में बैठे, फिर हम लोग गए किसी को ड्रॉप करने, फिर वहाँ से मेरे एक फ्रेंड के यहाँ पे गए और वो हमारे साथ ही हैंग आउट कर रही है सब कुछ. और फिर जब जाने का टाइम आया तो हमने पूछा उससे कि मतलब तब हमने रियलाइज किया कि ये तो किसी के साथ नहीं है. शिट,
She's just chilling.
she's just chilling, she's just hanging out with us.
आओ तो वेलकम
now
जाओ
how
तो
should
भीड़
we get
कम.
her out
Yeah, so that's the biggest challenge क्योंकि फिर everybody had to go back and वो बोल भैया तुम्हारे साथ
We
चल
had
रही
a
है.
train in the morning, me and Swami.
She's like, I'll go.
Same
We'll
we'll
go.
go.
Yeah, I mean, wherever you guys are going, I was like, listen, I am staying in a hostel. मतलब वो सिंगल बेड ऑक्यूपेंसी
Dorm
वाला
room में
डॉर्म
रुका
रूम
था
में
ये.
था. मैं तो बोले मैं चलूंगी ना.
Oh wow.
Everywhere. It's like
वाह
everywhere.
क्या कर रहा है यार मतलब
मैं वाव एज इन कि भाई मतलब क्या क्रेजी हो
वो
रखा है
डर
यहाँ
रहे
पे
वो
सीन.
बेचारे वो डर रहे तू बोल रहा है वाह वाह
क्रेजी हो रखा है यार सीन. मतलब मैं उसलिए वाव कि ये सब हो रहा है.
इसकी स्टोरी इज द थिंग कि उसको किसी ने बैग पकड़ा दिया. ऋषि ने हाँ ऋषि ने बैग खुद का मेन बैग
कभी नहीं मिला.
वो लेके चली गई ब्रो.
क्या
bag?
लेके चले गए.
उसके अंदर क्या
He
था?
realized that
Sub.
his bag is not with him when we are on the next day in Chennai, which is nearly like 24 hours from the time we were talking
एंड
about.
कांटेक्ट वगैरह कुछ भी नहीं.
Yeah, Rishi forgot about the bag for a year. He was like कि किसी और ने रखा होगा वो. But then last he saw that bag was when that girl was wearing it. And
और
coming
वो
out of the
बंदी को हम
venue,
ढूंढना
उसके
चाह रहे
बाद-
हैं कि कौन है वो, तेरे मेरे पास नहीं, तेरे पास
नाम नहीं पता,
नाम
कुछ
नहीं
नहीं
पता,
पता।
कुछ नहीं पता, कुछ भी नहीं है. अब क्या करेंगे?
जरा बहुत
So that happened.
हॉरर लग रहा है बहुत
horror.
हॉन्टिंग
इसलिए तो
नहीं, but बाद में पता चल गया हमको.
नहीं पता चल गया ना
मिल गया
उनको।
ना
पता चल गया. नहीं,
Bag
बट
मिल
बैग
गया?
नहीं मिला.
Bag नहीं मिला.
बोल दिया
बोल
bro.
पता
said
नहीं.
Super drunk for all of that remembrance.
That happens bro. Like NSM weekender में मेरा like I volunteered there.
ऐसे कोई स्वीट लड़की मिली है लाइक ही केम जस्ट से हाय वो ग्रेट एंड जस्ट
Yeah, there are a lot of. I mean,
Swig.
props. I'm sorry.
don't remember that.
Swig. अरे बाप रे.
Swig, yeah. I mean,
बाप रे.
that was-
Swig, I got groped, dude. So that was very bad.
Yeah, and
But
right after your girlfriend left.
yeah, like she left and like just
From the
that
venue.
next second of fut se that girl just groped the fuck out of me. But no, like we are only saying like kharab incidents. I mean, I'm saying people are very nice.
No, but she was very nice.
Mostly.
She was very sweet.
Yeah.
शी वाज जस्ट बीइंग प्लेफुल
Yeah, she was just being playful. But no, like I'm saying कि हम लोग सब खराब लोग को ही बता रहे हैं बार-बार हर
अच्छे
podcast
लोग बताओ यार, मैं
में
अच्छे
we
incidents
say
पूछ
खराब
रहा हूँ।
चीजें, but like no, girls are
खराब
very
नहीं थे
nice.
यार, अच्छे थे,
खराब
वो
as
तो
in like
सब-
bad experiences
बस
or
moment
whatever.
अच्छा नहीं था.
या
Best venue to play.
बुरा
in
कोई
Pune.
नहीं होता. Yeah, but
Best
no.
venue to play.
लाइक
Plain
कैसे कैसे शिफ्ट हो रहा है अभी जब
लड़कियां छोड़ो ना
हाँ
बस
ना
तो
यार,
हो गया
हाँ bro,
यार.
यार, fuck. नहीं. But no, I mean just to
उनके बेचारे
clarify,
stress out हो जाएंगे.
there are very nice people,
Girls are
nice
very
guys
nice, girls
and
are
girls.
beautiful,
Everybody is very
and
respectful.
we
Nice,
love
दूर
everybody.
से.
So yeah,
Every-
cheers.
100%.
दूर से.
What is the best venue to play in Pune? Like you
Hands
want to give
down
shout out
antisocial.
to some.
Hands
Anti-social.
down antisocial.
Without
And the guy
a doubt.
behind it, Sahib.
You can give a shout out. What do you want
shout
to talk
out
about?
antisocial.
I
Shout
said
out
this 5
Sahib.
times, I think, yesterday also
Like
during our
okay
show.
fine. Name me 5 venues in Pune
Pune.
which you would like.
There
to
aren't
perform.
5.
No,
Any
unfortunately.
top
like,
five, top five.
Your top
There
5 नहीं है.
aren't, man.
Arey,
Unfortunately,
there aren't
there
5 in total. So top
अच्छा
five.
oh, okay fine.
We are talking about
Top three तो होगा यार.
dedicated music venues. वो
I'm
एक
just
ही है
kidding.
यार. अभी anti ही है, which is a
Anti है.
And High
dedicated
Spirits
music
also.
venue.
Anti
It's
and
not
High.
a dedicated music
Swig,
venue.
they
Swig,
do.
What I know.
What do we-
Swig
what do we
does
do
on
Swig?
and off.
On and off, on and
So
off.
High Spirits does a lot of other activities.
See,
also.
It does it, but
Antisocial-
it's not a venue, it's a restaurant. So
Yeah,
that's the
antisocial remains closed throughout the week. वो एक दिन खोलते हैं सिर्फ
उसका भी
gig
बाहर
के लिए.
रहता है सिर्फ.
हाँ.
So that's
It's
what
a
I'm saying.
performance
ऐसा
It's a
कुछ
performance venue.
you
It's
know?
only open when there's a performance.
Right.
Yeah.
And High Spirits is also a good performance venue, but then it hosts a lot of other activities also.
Right,
But then
yeah.
it has definitely given an opportunity to a lot of bands.
Soundtrack is also
Same
good.
goes with
Yeah,
Swing and
soundtrack.
Soundtrack is also
So
very
see, we
nice.
got names, yeah. We got soundtrack.
4 हो
We
गए
got
इससे.
antisocials. We
Swig.
got Swig.
High Spirits.
High
And High
Spirits.
Spirits.
Yeah.
And one more thing, yeah. Keep it on the last.
Market City.
वो तो like I mean,
So I
we have a very
Phoenix
places.
Market City also.
5 places in
Phoenix.
Pune where
Phoenix.
these guys love to perform. Is
हाँ, they do it often. अगर उनका कुछ promote कर रहे हैं. और
Swig,
they are doing it
antisocials, Phoenix, Hard Rock Cafe. नहीं, Hard Rock Cafe नहीं.
Hard Rock
आ गया
Cafe
वापस.
वापस आ गया.
अच्छा, आ गया.
We have played there before, and we play Hard Rock more in Mumbai.
Okay.
Like we have played there like 3-4 times, and again we are gonna be playing next month, I think. So that's that.
So
But
the top one is for me is antisocial.
Anti-
I
for
just
all
have a
three of you,
beautiful relationship
antisocial.
with them, man.
That matters.
It's because
bro,
of the
like, to build
experience of that day or from
Every day.
programming from starting
Everything.
scratch idea till the end of the day. It's the process is nice.
yeah.
Okay.
Very seamless, very
And
nice
like
experience.
the worst venue you guys have performed.
You
We
can
can't
name it,
name
bro.
names,
I'm
man.
an honor.
Cut
No,
it
no, no.
out.
Everybody
There
is already.
Cut it
Everybody is
out.
talking
Two
about
reasons.
this venue.
If you're talking about
Reason being.
the
State that.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
if you're talking about playing experience, then there is this venue in Chandigarh
No, wait,
where
wait,
we
wait.
had the
We
worst
can't.
experience.
We can't name names
Yeah.
once again. Chandigarh. That's
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
Chandigarh, that's what I
Chandigarh.
didn't say the name.
We'll,
And
we'll do that way.
if
Yeah.
you're talking about the other side of it,
Yeah.
then it's
The other
Like the
side has
management, all of the
Okay.
dealing,
yeah,
getting all of the money
because
back
the
and
playing
everything.
experience is good at the
Finch.
X venue he's talking about in Mumbai.
Bro,
Finch,
everybody's
Finch,
talking about that venue. We
Please
should
mute
too.
this.
do it,
Please
Right? We
bleep
need
this
to.
part.
We need to tell people about
Correct,
this
correct.
particular
Like
venue.
Kshitij, should I listen to him or should I listen to you?
No, 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 no. I mean,
You're
I don't know.
saying
I mean,
to
drop.
bleep, he's like
We
should
haven't
talk
dropped
about.
names अभी तक, so I was thinking कि यार
इसने
नहीं
drop
drop
किया
करते.
भाई.
Huh? Because I was just,
It's
you
a-
know,
ठीक है यार,
standing with
like-
the
He's
movement.
so much pissed.
Someone needs
it's
to
It's not
something
talk
about
good.
being pissed, bro. It's about when a lot of people have experienced this and went through this. I just don't want a lot of other
Yeah.
people to experience that. And now that it's out in the public, nobody's hiding it. Everybody knows about this particular place and the management and everything. So it's just gonna help for all of those people who are gonna watch this podcast and everything. I don't. Yeah, it's just my
agree.
personal opinion.
No,
It's
no,
not
I
the
agree.
band's
I did not
opinion.
know the reason, but yeah, I agree.
It's my personal opinion.
Because this
for
could
sure.
really mean a lot for a lot of people.
Fuck
exactly.
it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Finch.
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 Of course.
Finch. All the
Dude,
cameras.
guys.
Yeah.
ठीक है,
Until
okay.
they change their management.
Yeah.
Until they change the management,
The
the
venue
playing
is the
experience,
best.
the playing experience
Hands
and the
down.
venue, everything
Everything
is
is on top.
beautiful. Everything is
But the
great.
management.
The management, I mean, even that is great. Only for one thing is the biggest thing, which is they don't
Scam.
pay the artist.
Please, yeah, pay the artists on time.
And
they
give
don't
their
pay
efforts.
after they promise. Is
After
the catch
they
here.
promise. No. Like a lot of people have come forward saying they are not paying them is the problem. We have gotten our payment. We just want to clarify that. Be it after 6
8
months,
months?
8 months, 1 year. But we have gotten our payment because we kept calling. Saurabh has
Every
called
single day.
every single day for 40
I was
times,
this close to
45
filing
times.
a police complaint because when he
You-
promised us to give the payment in the next 30 days, he took 8 months. And
And
every
with-
month I was calling
Yeah,
him.
and with the name that we already have. So what
Yeah.
about an artist who is completely
Exactly.
like unknown?
What lag jayega?
What is he gonna do? I mean, we can at least threaten them ki, okay, we're gonna put out a status and people are gonna hear or listen to that. But what is anyone else gonna do? So yeah,
And people have gone through that.
Yeah, so
man.
they-
I know
yeah, people have.
who
Yeah.
could never recover the payment.
True.
And
So
it's
after-
another thing when the venue tells them ki okay, this is a free show, you're gonna play for free. But it's another thing if they're gonna promise you money because you from Pune you've traveled, you've spent money on that, you've probably paid for Instagram promotions, your equipment, your jamming and everything. You've already put in money hoping that in 30
back.
days you're gonna recover
Get it
that.
back.
Yeah.
And most of the people being students or like full-time musicians, it's very difficult when they have to wait for another 8 months and keep calling and just thinking about that particular thing, if whether or not they're gonna get the money back. It just takes a toll.
it's
It
a
just
traumatic
makes you feel
experience.
exploited as an artist.
It's a
is what I
traumatic
believe.
experience for artists. I'm telling you because ऐसा लगता है कि यार why am I doing this? There
Yeah.
is no money in it and it just scars some people and they leave
it's
this
a
thing.
Scam.
We don't want to do that.
That's what it makes you believe.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
not money is another thing, but it's just a scam running around.
Yeah, I
It's
mean it kind of
very difficult.
demotivates people and it just sucks. As an artist, I'm telling you, it has happened
The
to us.
royalty in India is very less, bro.
Yeah, the
That's
royalties
तो
तो
never
बहुत
gonna
आगे की
cover
बात है.
anything.
But अभी जो like basic money that we were promised from the venue, वो ही नहीं देते and we are like, what are we doing guys? We should just I don't know do something else
Yeah.
probably. It's very disheartening, very demotivating. So it should not happen to anyone. And if it happens to anyone, please speak about it and please talk about it as much as you can.
You'll find people who'll help you do it.
Of course, there are gonna.
I'm gonna help you.
Yeah,
That
of course,
happens.
we
We
are
are
gonna
gonna
help you.
कोविड के
1%
बाद और
commission
कोविड के
Saurabh
time पे
charges.
भी हुआ.
He can recover money from Finch.
Dude, if he can recover money from Finch,
पार्टी करेंगे.
and one more corporation we can't name because whatever.
Yeah,
Like
because they're
these
back in
two.
business now.
Yeah, they are back in business.
अरे यार
sir.
अभी हो गया वो.
but if those two people they have never paid anyone and Saurabh का एक फोन जाता है they start fucking shivering and फट से पैसे भेज देते
क्या
हैं.
बोलता है यार सौरभ
पता नहीं खौफ है सौरभ का यार.
या
Like,
है
डरा
वॉइस
के
नोट्स
रखा.
एक दिन रिलीज करूंगा मैं. सारे कॉल
ओ
रिकॉर्डेड है.
भाई dude the voice
और
notes.
लड़कियों को लगता है ये हमले से भाई.
हाँ, बताओ. Dude नहीं seriously he was calling 48 times he showed like रात के 2 बजे he's
हाँ
calling
हाँ
them.
like straight
Straight,
वो नहीं
back
उठा
to
रहा है,
back,
तब
back to
तक
back, back to back,
I
back
used to
to
It's
keep
48
it's sometimes
times.
it's nice and you feel nice while doing that.
Yeah.
meditation,
Stress
no?
relief.
No, I can't do that. I mean,
Meditation, yeah.
even I'm pissed with this guy very much, but I can't like make.
No, if
more
I'm
than
pissed
3
with somebody and he's ignoring me, I want to piss him also by just calling repeatedly.
Just do it.
Because I can't be the only one being stressed about this whole thing
You should
this
do the
night. I just want to make the other person also go through the
उसकी
same thing.
दिन
and not
खराब
let
कर
him
दो
sleep.
रात खराब कर
Bro,
दो.
बहुत बुरा लगता है यार सच में.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
that.
So anyways, what we had was a really good time. Now the last question
Yeah.
we're going to end this is I want you guys to like give the message to like the upcoming musicians, upcoming artists, each one of you. ठीक है? आप.
Yeah,
Give,
I'll
like, a
simplify
small
it.
message जो भी है.
Don't
Like
get
again,
into
जो आपने
this.
बताया.
Get a
ये.
job. Get a life. Don't become
नहीं आप
मत आओ यार
आप
इधर.
आप ये क्या बोलते हैं यार वो कॉम्पिटिटर्स को दूर कर रहे हो आप. ये मत करना. हम जा रहे हैं.
नहीं,
Like, simple like
Okay,
one liners.
Akarsh, I would go first. I don't-
I'll say it like ये जो आपने experience share किया उससे also they are going to learn eventually.
I learned a lot,
Don't
yeah,
give up
मतलब
and all
एक
this
घंटे
kind of
में.
thing. But what
Yeah.
is they need to do to start off, and obviously patience is very much needed.
And how to keep
Consistency.
going.
So what do you think was your journey? उसके experiences just share कि ये हमने किया.
Yeah, you could look
and
in
you can do
camera
that.
and just blab it
Be
out.
honest, bro.
Be honest.
Yeah, man.
So I truly believe that everything, all the information that you're looking for is out there. There are people who will be ready to help. I am personally ready to help. You can reach out to me on Instagram, whatever help you need.
Lovely.
Just don't just like the idea of doing it. In fact, start doing it. There are things that will fall in places. That's it.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Saurabh?
What I believe is just the way you'd be in a relationship with somebody or you'll make friends, right? You'll be with people who are invested into the same thing equally, right? The way you are. So bands also work exactly like relationships. It's like it's exactly like that. If the band is their first priority, all of the members in the band, then those are the right people. You don't need to have like 5 people mandatory in your band or like 6 people. We are doing it as a trio. We sound massive on stage. We are doing it with the help of technology or whatever. But then we choose to stick to these 3 people only because, or rather, up until a point, we find somebody who is equally invested and the band is their first priority. So just find people for your band the way you would find your girlfriend or boyfriend.
बहुत सही समझा है,
Exactly
जनरेशन
like
को
that.
समझ में आ जाएगा इससे.
And you have to deal with stuff
Lovely.
just like that. You have to understand, you have to know their shortcomings, you have to know their strengths also. your
Any
band members.
relationship I must say.
Exactly like a relationship.
Lovely.
Except
Nice.
the sex.
What's up? What do you want
For
to say?
me, I'm like, okay, सारी बातें तो बोल दी, अब मैं क्या बोलूँ? I mean, okay, I'll just say one thing यार कि see, this is not a very cut and dry thing. There's no blueprint to it. ऐसा नहीं कि 12th खत्म करो, मतलब मैथ्स लेके इंजीनियरिंग like 4 वो करो, फिर जॉब प्लेसमेंट वगैरह वगैरह, and now you're
Set.
good, right? हर महीने की 1 तारीख को you're gonna get things like salary credited. वो नहीं होगा, right? So that's the thing. Everybody will have their own path. As I said, it's not cut and dry कि ऐसा ही ऐसा cookie cutter formula ऐसा ऐसा करो and हो जाएगा. Everybody will have to carve out their own path. So know what you want to do and be honest with yourself first of all कि like, you know, like, do you really love doing it? Because it's not all bed of roses. ठीक है? It's not all girls chasing you or the funny stuff
just
that you were
looks
talking
good.
about. It just looks good. Like, it's not just us standing on the stage. Those 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever, that's barely anything of what we do. Guys, behind the scenes क्या क्या होता है? It's a lot. So just be honest with yourself कि actually do you want to do it, or do you like the idea of being a rock star or whatever? Don't do that. Like, be honest. अगर है, if you truly love it, then everything will fall in place. फिर काम नहीं लगेगा. Yeah. फिर
not just the destination.
yeah, you won't feel like the work you're putting is like, oh, you're breaking your back doing it. It'll just feel, I don't know, fun. Be it, I mean, it'll be a little bit, I don't know, work. Some things would be like things that you would not like, that you would not want to do, but yeah, karna padega because it's you either take it whole or you don't take it at all.
Yeah.
That's
Beautiful,
what it
man.
is.
So yeah, this was Nemophilis. Yeah, that's Gaurav.
I'll say, like, before we end this,
Yeah.
just on this camera, when your album is releasing, just do that one last time. What is going to be about? कितने
When,
songs है?
how,
Yeah,
whatever.
just give a
Right.
shout out to your album and your band.
Promote
So,
yourself.
Our debut album, okay, again, I'm just gonna go again. We are Nemophilis, and our debut album, The ICEBERG, is all set to release on 2nd November on all of the streaming platforms. 2 of the songs are already out. Actually, this is gonna release after the album.
After that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still 2 of the songs are already out.
I'm just gonna say that the entire album is out now.
Acha.
So, okay, guys, this is Nemophilis, and our debut album titled The ICEBERG is out everywhere on all of the streaming platforms. It was released on 2nd November. We've also put out a couple of music videos and a lot of other interesting, amazing content related to our songs. And you can dive into the album, listen to the songs, and also attend a lot of our shows that we're gonna play.
At least one of our show.
At least one. I mean,
gonna
if you
love
want to
them.
attend a lot of shows, that's up to you. But if you want to attend at least, I mean, we would recommend you at least.
The one
attend
show
We'll
will
also
be coming to your
the,
city.
the
We'll
one
also
show will
recommend.
decide if you all want to attend the next more shows coming.
Yeah, I mean, just look us up online. Just go through our profile and see what you're seeing in the video.
How cool they are.
And,
They are actually दिखेंगे भाई कि मारेंगे अभी किसी को पकड़ के, but they're lovely. मजा आता है उनसे
Harmless
बात
यार.
करके.
harmless.
Bro,
harmless.
स्टेज पे
Just
स्टेज पे जब इनका एग्रेशन निकलता है ना, तब
It's fine. It's all good in music and everything is right. So yeah, you want to end it?
I hope you guys enjoyed this.
of
loved
course,
every
we
bit
loved
of
it. Can we come tomorrow again?
Sure. Yeah. Sure.
Done. Chalo, let's make
We
it a
can
daily
get on to
thing.
the next stories.
Yeah,
Yes.
we अगले 1 साल खत्म नहीं होंगे bro कहानी.
मजा आएगा यार अभी और.
Anyway,
Same.
yeah.
This is the first debut album, more to come, and
Yeah.
learning from you guys, man. This is
Same here, dude. Likewise feeling.
Likewise.
And thank you for coming again to Indie Revelations.
Thanks for having
by
us.
FIndie.
We had a good time.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is Gaurav and Darryl
Darryl,
signing
yeah.
out. And
Yeah.
I hope you guys
And
enjoyed.
that's
Bye-bye.
Nemophilis, Kshitij, Saurabh,
Saurabh
and
and
Akarsh.
Akarsh.
Bye-bye,
Thank you so
bye-bye,
much,
See you.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Good night,
See you.
everyone.
Like, share,
See you there.
subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Okay.
Thank you.
Chalo.
Bye.
Bye. Karna bhai. Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cut.
मिला दो यार.